don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own.
Good evening, guys. Good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. We are here with the man Neil from an all kinds of weather at the social here in Gainesville, Florida. An incredible event is going on today with the Gator Collective. We got some absolute studs that will be on the show later today, including Big Des. Hopefully he'll come sliding through. Ricky Pearsall will be at the event. Trevor Etienne, Derek Wingo. Who else we got coming in here, Neil?
I think you mentioned a lot. Micah Miskua is coming. Said Etienne. You said Kamari Wilson.
Shamar James. Yep.
Shamar James, Scooby Williams.
A lot. It felt like a lot of guys are coming in today, which is, in my opinion, probably the biggest collective event that I've seen since this has started. The Anthony one was pretty big down here, or that was in Orlando, I believe. Yeah,
I think that was in Orlando. But yeah, I mean, it's an all-star event. We got an all-star crew coming to talk Gators with us today, and we're excited.
I'm fired up, Neil. I appreciate you reaching out, man, and coming on the show.
Yeah.
Before, obviously, we have the players on, you and I are going to kind of run the show a little bit. Everyone's kind of starting to show up now, getting their tickets. I've got my raffle here. What are they giving away? Do you know? Is it a signed helmet? You don't know, or you can't tell me?
Say.
So you know.
I'm not supposed to say anything about that.
Oh, Neil's got the inside pulse. He can't even give us the inside pulse
Sorry.
here, boys. We do have these two helmets here that we're going to be getting signed by the players when they sit down, and we're going to be doing a giveaway. One of them I'm probably going to be selfish and keep for myself, but I will be giving one of them away to a lucky winner, and we'll make sure to post on how to win it. It's going to be very easy. Just basically follow us and the Gator Collective on Twitter and retweet the post. But it's gonna be good stuff. Colin says, Shelton, you're a savage, best Gator YouTuber by far. Hello, brother. Hello to you too. Bashay, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream, baby. Welcome to the stream, boys and girls. Good to see you all here this afternoon on this beautiful Saturday. If you are in Gainesville and you click us on, you're like, hey, let me go hang out. Come on by here at the social. We are inside today due to weather, which I was kind of nervous on the way down here, wondering how we were gonna handle it, but. Gator Jen, she was all over it here. So let me ask you, Neil, we've got basketball later today. I see you tweeting all the time about Gator basketball. Let's go into that before we talk about football for a little bit. How are you feeling about this season and how we've handled the stretch that we've had over the past 5 games or so?
I think that the big thing with Todd Golden that is an improvement over the previous regime is the fact that Florida, for the most part, is beating the teams they're supposed to beat. You can make an argument that in that game in Charlotte, Florida maybe should have beaten Oklahoma, but maybe the FAU game, I know that they're ranked, but maybe you could say, well, Florida's more talented. We're Florida, they're FAU. You shouldn't lose that game on your home floor. I get it, but there's no Texas Southern. There's no, sub-top 250 Georgia team that comes into Gainesville and beats us. So, I mean, Florida, to this point, has beaten the teams they're supposed to beat. There's no eyesore loss. And there is the big win that, what was Mike White's trademark. There was the win over Tennessee that I think is going to be very helpful for Florida when it comes time to Selection Sunday. But I think now Florida has a stretch of 7 games remaining. Maybe 5 of them or so they'll be favored in. I don't know what to say about the game against Kentucky at home, but at Arkansas will be tough. But the other 5, Florida will be favored in. You got to win those. You got to keep winning those games you're supposed to win. So I would say, in terms of how I'm feeling, TBD, because I don't know if Florida will continue to be able to say, yeah, we've held serve against teams we're supposed to beat. But so far, so good in that aspect.
Great breakdown. I think you're right nailed on the head. If we won the games we were supposed to win. The Bama game was a little frustrating on how bad that it was. I think that was a little bit of a letdown. But look, I think we've got to trust it. Todd Golden's kind of like Billy Napier in that sense. So came in, we've got to be patient and let it rock. Just so you guys know, it looks like we've got Austin Barber, Big Des is here, and I think that I can't. Who's that right there? Do you know who that is, Neil?
I can't see who that is from here.
It looks like, is that Shamar? I think it might be Shamar James as well. So we've got 3 players that have showed up thus far.
These guys back to us.
Yeah, saying hey to everybody, shaking some hands, showing some love. How you feel about this Gator team coming up, man? I mean, we've had a lot of changes, a lot of attrition. Obviously, a lot of guys entered into the portal, went to the draft. Billy's done a good job, I believe, in the portal. 2023 is a very healthy class, which I know you have expressed your opinions and thoughts on Twitter all the time. Go make sure you guys go give them a follow. But tell us what your thoughts are right now on this upcoming season and the guys we got coming in.
Yeah, so the main talking point that I keep hitting away at it on my podcast and on my socials is that in 2022, for all the things that went wrong, with the exception of Ventrell Miller, Justin Shorter, by default Anthony Richardson because he's the quarterback, and probably Ethan White, all the best players on the 2022 team were Napier-picked guys. They were either transfers that came in or they were true freshmen. So, Chris McClellan, Kamari Wilson, Devin Moore.
Outside of those
Shamar
guys you
James,
just mentioned, is what you're saying, right?
Right. I'm saying
Gotcha.
outside of those guys, those were Mullen guys. Outside of those guys, all the best players were Napier-picked guys. So
Sure.
Montreal Johnson, Etienne, Saibo, of course. It's hard to say anyone else at QB, but the fact now is that Florida's going to have a roster that's much more heavily comprised of Napier guys than it was last year. I think the ratio last year was like 70% or 75% Mullen guys, maybe 25-30% Napier guys. This year, that's flipped. This year, there are a couple Mullen guys still left in big positions, but for the most part, these are going to be Napier-picked guys. And I think given what we're just talking about with the Napier guys being the ones that produce the most, I think that does bode well for the Gators in 23.
I agree. I think there's something to be said, too. Again, what you said, the best players that came in were Billy's guys, right? Coming either whether the transfer or the ATM being a 2023 recruit, Shamar James as well. And I think that the Mullen guys that have stayed, and I see the negativity with, like, we keep saying Mullen guys. And I saw DeJuan Black made a tweet about that, like, oh, us Mullen guys, kids are doing just fine. It's not a negative shot, right? It's you were brought in for a certain system. You were brought in to fit a certain culture, a certain type of style of defense, offense, whatever it may be, and now you're not fitting that scheme. So either you adapt or you don't adapt, and that was kind of what we kept praising last year. Like, look, these guys aren't – they see what's going on. It's like, look, this doesn't fit my play style. It's not complementing the way that I'm playing. And I think a big component to that is the 2 offensive linemen, Ethan White and Tarquin, who went to USC. I think they fit into that style of offense. That's why both of those guys. I mean, I think that's what Mullen was trying to do, right? Hence
Mostly,
why he right a more pro style offense, right? High pass. That's why they went to USC. It works. It makes sense. It's not really like we lost out. It's like, look, you're not going to fit in this style of offense. The guys we're bringing in more complement the Billy style of what he's trying to run. And I think if we're trusting in Billy and believe in Billy, we should be excited to see what's going on there. So I'm super excited. I've been talking about it. Obviously, it's talking season. I'm always going to be very optimistic, especially when it comes to the Gators. And I think as we get further away from this past season and closer to next season, I think the optimism will return back to Gator Nation. Right now, we're in this weird, coming off a lot of negative news and between the Rashada situation and a little bit of a sour taste on how the class ended and obviously the bowl game. So that's still fresh in our minds. But I have a good feeling in Orange and Blue games, we see Mertz take a few snaps. The energy is going to come back. We're going to start saying Mertz for Heisman. Maybe not, but I'm going to make sure that I get it out there because why not? I'm going to make sure that's, I promote it as well that I can.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. You're a good marketer. You're definitely a good marketer.
you know what I'm saying? You got to put it out there.
Yeah.
Someone's got to believe into the process there.
Well, that's, yeah. The process. We hear, I think the word that Napier uses is, the word he uses is journey. He stylizes it as lowercase j, capital O, capital U, capital R, so hour within the greater word of journey. I'm excited to see what year 2's got. I mean, I think, to me, the progress that has to be shown is what we just talked about with Gator basketball. Take care of the opponents you're supposed to take care of. No Vanderbilt losses.
Sure.
No losses at home to unranked teams like Kentucky. No more dogfights against 1-11 South Florida teams. No, none of that. Take care of those.
Sure.
Going into Jacksonville against Georgia, gonna be a tough game. Going to Death Valley for LSU, gonna be a tough game.
Sure.
But you got to start taking care of the opponents you're supposed to take care of, and then you get to the point where the teams that are at least talent-wise on par with you, like a Tennessee, like an FSU, if not, maybe slightly lesser or more so, but teams are fairly congruent with you talent-wise. You got to start winning more of those games. I think if we see that, there's real reason to believe in a long and very successful career for Napier. But that is the piece of progress that has to be shown, I think, in 23.
I love that. I think, look, I mean, there's two sides in my opinion with Gator football. Is I think that I lean more towards the optimistic side. I've been claimed to that. Of like I'm always looking at the highlight. We had a few guys calling the other day, and they're like, look, I'm trying to be a realistic Gator, right, and give you more of a, hey, look, I don't expect to win these games. Where I'm like, hey, to me, Georgia's a 50-50 game. Look, I know Georgia's great, and I know they've done a lot of great things. However, I feel that because it is the Florida-Georgia game, it's always going to be 50-50. But what you just said, right? Hey, what I need to see in year 2 is the must-win games. You're right. South Florida, it can't happen again. Sure, it was a W, but it was an ugly W. You can't have that. That's not giving me any sense of progress and hope. Vandy, absolutely. Look, it sucks. It is what it is, but you can't lose that game again. Kentucky, in my opinion, should be an automatic win, even though it is going to be in Kentucky this year. I feel like they're on the down. Even though they did get Devin Leary from NC State, I feel like, look, they're kind of in the same boat that we are. New quarterback, making a little bit of a transition. Lost their offensive coordinator. Lost Smoke as the running back. Lost, obviously, Will Levis. So they're in a transition period too. And look, Florida, we hold ourselves to a higher standard. So I completely agree. I think that's a great way of looking at it. They're also asking you in the chat here, man, for your YouTube channel. So go ahead or your podcast. I mean,
it's called the In All Kinds of Weather Forecast. So our website is inallkindsofweather.com. The podcast, very similarly named In All Kinds of Weather Forecast.
Big on Twitter. You guys can. I'm sure all the links are there on Twitter.
Yeah, at All Kinds Weather on Twitter. On Instagram, it's at All Kinds Weather blog. If you're on Facebook, it's just In All Kinds of Weather. And the YouTube channel is also
Neil,
In All Kinds of Weather.
I see you a lot, too, and I love it. You and the Miami fans like to throw hands at times. I'm here for it. If I feel like it gets too ugly, I'll step in, but I love going after Miami fans as well. Typically they're in the chat yelling at me, right? But you go for throats on Twitter. Yeah. And I got to be honest, look, that's we call here around here on High Top BD. That's big dick energy, you know. And I appreciate it. I think Miami needs to get checked a little bit. They think that they're godsend and the best thing since sliced bread, and it's an absolute dumpster fire over there right now, in my opinion. And they went 4 games last year, 4 or 5 games, 5 and 7. You lost to Middle Tennessee. You didn't go to a bowl game, and if you ask a Miami fan, you think they just went to the Final Four. See, perfect, beautiful, love it.
I mean, it comes to a point of like Georgia fans. I mean, I've been to multiple Florida Georgia games in Jacksonville. They're annoying. It's irritating when they start barking like feral animals. But ultimately, there's a level of respect that comes with them because
they got back-to-back natties. It's hard to argue with a Georgia fan right now.
It's that, and it's also the fact that I think that Georgia fans are appreciative of the struggles that they had the last 40 years. Like, they knew their place. They didn't really say much until they went to the Natty in 2017, lost it. But before that, like the Mark Richt days, they still kind of knew their place because they were coming so close with Mark Richt, but they just kept losing. They kind of knew what they were, so they weren't overly aggressive. But Miami fans, since the downfall with Larry Coker in like 2004, 5-ish or so, they act like it's still 2001. Like we're all still trapped with their team that just clobbered Nebraska in the Rose Bowl. It's not that way anymore. The ACC Coastal Division actually just went away, but Miami was placed in a division with Georgia Tech, with Duke, North Carolina, Virginia Tech, and Pittsburgh. And that was it. That was their division that they were placed in. They won that division one time in 20 years. You were gifted an easy division, and you can win it one time in 20 years. You can't say anything.
So, and I agree completely. Now, I will say, Florida fans, I kind of came on the video not too long ago talking about Florida fans we're stuck in 08 and 06 a little bit as well, right? We have that feeling that we're still there, and we're not. We haven't been as dumpster fire as Miami, and I think that's where people come at us Florida fans because we still believe that it is 06. And look, every August morning I wake up and I go, you know what? It's going to be 06 again. But I remember 06 and 08. Gator fans didn't think we were going to get it done. They doubted it the entire time as well, too. So, look, how do you feel? We got 50-50 thoughts in the comments here about Mertz being quarterback one. The thought for Mertz, it's funny to watch how this has unfolded. The day that he signed with Florida up until now, I remember when he signed, everyone was like, what the hell, Billy? And now that Billy spoke about it, we've watched some film, we've compared some numbers. Everybody's like, hey, that's our QB1, baby. How are you feeling, though, Neil? Like, I haven't seen too much of your thoughts. You've kind of been, in my opinion, on most of the time, you're pretty black and white. I feel like you're still trying to figure it out, or have you figured it out yet?
No, I mean, it's hard to translate what you do at Wisconsin in a very different type of offense than what you're going to do at Florida. I think that Florida is, I don't think, I know, I see it. We all see it, that Napier's putting a huge emphasis on the offensive line. Florida's going to have maulers up front. Wisconsin's offensive line was solid, but I don't think as strong, or at least it wasn't when Mertz played there, as strong as Florida's is going to be in 2023.
And you can even claim the running game is not as healthy.
That too. Florida's, we know what Florida has in the running game. Like, that's the one thing that
Incredible.
I think we know is going to be good for Florida. And, the offensive line. The running game, the offensive line, the running backs, those two position groups are solid. The receivers, we hope, the tight ends we have hope for. We know the running backs, we know the offensive line are going to be good. So I think if those two things are in place, and Mertz knows that, maybe that is what gives him confidence to not try to go through 4 reads at once. Maybe that'll, like maybe on a 1st and 10, he'll drop back, looking to throw, and he's like, all right, maybe I'm not going to complete this pass, but if I don't, I trust my offensive line, my running game, to get me 5 yards on like a 2nd and 10 draw. So now it's 3rd and 5 and manageable. I don't have to do something unbelievably spectacular now, and I can just let it rip and just do my thing. I think like that security blanket is going to be in place for him at Florida. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm waiting to see what he looks like in a full spring in the offense, and I think by maybe like Game 5, like by the time we play Kentucky, on the last day of September, we will know one way or another what we have in him, and then we can make real judgments.
And I think we had DJ Lagway on last time. We played him in Madden. He wore me out, Neil. I got to be honest. Game 2 went to overtime. I will say I held my own in that. But we were talking about some recruiting. We were talking about the future. Jeremiah Smith, right? The number 1 wide receiver from the 2024 class. We'll be visiting in March. I know DJ's trying to get him in at a certain time, so they're visiting together. DJ talks about coming in March 4th. There's a basketball game for Florida, so they're going to come and visit, walk around campus, and then go to that game after that, bring some recruits to that game. So, talking about it, and again, they've been tweeting at one another. There's been a lot of noise with the number 1 wide receiver, and now Jarrett Gibson, obviously, who is a Gainesville native, also visited this past weekend. He says he feels good about Jarrett, feels good about Smith. That would be my opinion. Not my opinion. That's the number 1 wide receiver, the number 1 running back, and in my opinion, the number 1 quarterback, all coming together for 2024 could be absolutely massive. I feel like Dylan Raiola, who is technically the number 1 quarterback right now, decommitting from Ohio State, threw a wrench in a few things. And I think that's what people don't understand, too, when DJ committed in December, like, oh, who cares? It's super early. Well, that's why it's very important to lock in, especially somebody like the quarterback who is at the helm of everything that early to set a standard, to set, okay, well, here's a base. Here's what they're building, right? With Dylan leaving, it's thrown a little bit of a wrench into Ohio State's recruiting because now who's going to be the guy? And it doesn't seem it's between right now. It looks like it's a dog race between Georgia, Nebraska, and Ohio State. And if you're Smith, do you go to somewhere like a Georgia? Austin Barber is going to come up. Yeah, absolutely. Get out of here, Neil.
I'll let Austin Barber join. The very, 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 very short answer is I don't think that's going to change too many things. I think it'll change a couple of dominoes in terms of where they fall for receivers, but I don't know that it's going to change the class too much. I think Ryan Day is an excellent recruiter. He'll get someone else of comparable value. I know there are relationships in play. I get that, but it's also there's still a whole year to go, so they can fill it out with whoever they want still.
Absolutely. Hey, Neil, we'll get you back though. Okay, just float around.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll do it. I appreciate
it.
A ton of knowledge. We got to have you back on. I love this. I loved shooting it up with you, man.
This is a lot of fun, man. I got my own content to go collect, but I'll be back. We'll talk again. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
And
go Gators.
Yeah, good luck.
Yes, sir. We got Austin Barbers. This is a big man right here, boys and girls. Making me feel tiny. What's going on, Bubba?
How we doing?
Good, man. I don't know if I look. These are usually too tall for people. This is finally going to be the right height.
No, it's perfect.
It's perfect. How you doing, man? I'm Sheldon.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you, man. We got Austin Barber here, an absolute stud, man. We had to zoom the camera out. You didn't fit into the frame. Hey, man. So how you feeling about this entire event? What's going on? Just Gator Nation right now. Talk to me.
No, I love it. This type of meetups like this is great to interact with the fans and stuff. Because a lot of the time they just see us on the field.
For sure.
And seeing it in person and how they really feel about us is just a great thing to see.
No, I preach that all the time because look, now that I've had a conversation with you, right? We're gonna have a good time here today. When I see you on your field, I feel a little more personal connection, right? I worked out with Lorenzo last year, great guy. You get to know you as a person and not just a number and a name on the back of your jersey.
No doubt. I feel like we're way bigger than just football and stuff like that. And just being here, being in these events, I just want to put another side of myself out there because realistically, I'm not like this big, mean person every day.
Yeah, I think I could be wrong here, but I think offensive linemen, I was thinking about this last night, kind of going over the list of who's here, and I've seen kind of photos with you. Again, like you said, we're not just this mean guy. We're big fluffy teddy bears at the end of the day. And most O-linemen are just funny-ass dudes that are just goofy guys. But you got to be dogs for, in between trenches. But then afterwards, you're like, yeah, we're cool. We're chilling.
Yeah, I get that every single day. Like, they're like, why are you so nice in person? I'm like, I mean, am I supposed to be an asshole every day because of football? But, I'm one of the nicest people in the league, I think.
I could feel it. Like, you're here to have a good time and love it. To talk about the energy, man, right now, I think, obviously, with last year and moving in, we're in talking season, as we like to call, right? And right now, this is when the hype starts to build back up. These things help with bringing the hype back up because now we're seeing new faces. You're talking about how great it is. How you feel about what Billy Napier's got building in behind the walls and the swap there?
I mean, I trust everything he's doing, everything he's saying because, I'm here with him and I'm here with this whole staff, and I trust what we're trying to do. And in the second year, I think everything just clicks. Our guys are just busting their tail every single day because they know what they want. All the guys that are here just want to win.
Sure. And that's something that, too, I think we talk about it in talking season, right? We only see so much. We don't get to talk to you guys all the time. But the guys that Billy's bringing in, it feels like we're really bought in. They're really excited. And, look, sometimes and that's where, like, people look at stars and ratings and all that. At the end of the day, man, when you got 5 and 4, from 1 to 150, the line's like that much, right? And even if you're a 3-star, it's just because somebody maybe not saw enough games, but Billy saw you for a reason and brought you in. And I trust what Billy's doing, and it's just getting the right guys around one another and believing, like, yeah, we're good enough to be him. Yeah, essentially.
He's bringing in guys that just want to win, and that's what I love about what he does. Because at the end of the day, I'm here to win games. I'm here to want to win a championship, SEC championship, and we need the right guys to do it. And I feel like every time I see new face, I know he's gonna be the person that wants to come in and work every single day.
I love it. Who's your roommate? You got one player that's your roommate?
Actually, I got 3 roommates.
Okay.
Rocco Underwood, the long snapper.
Okay.
Hayden Clem, offensive lineman.
Okay.
Trey Smack.
Smack, the kicker? Okay, so we had, I don't know if you know who Judd Davis is. So he kicked in the 90s. Okay. He won the best kicker award in the 90s. Absolute stud. Hilarious. Like, incredible. Because kickers in Crawshaw, right? Hilarious. Unfortunately, due to him being from Australia, he can't do these type of things, which suck. Because his personality is hilarious. Is Trey Smack is the same thing?
Trey Smack is one of the goofiest people I know.
Dude, it's awesome.
Every single day, like I walk in the locker room, like when he's like doing his own stuff. I walk in the locker room, I just see him dancing every single time I walk by. I'm like, dude,
no stress.
No, when we go home, he just plays he plays FIFA with all of us every single day. He's a clown, straight clown.
I love. Okay, so hey, real quick. So I played Madden with DJ yesterday on the live stream. Yeah. I gotta get. Do you guys play Madden too? I'm waiting for NCAA to come out. Maybe I gotta get my FIFA game up. I suck at Madden. I got killed in Madden too, but maybe I get FIFA. We'll get you guys on as well.
I'm telling you, we're not big football player Madden players at the house because it's just too hard. Like, Madden's hard.
It is, right?
It's really hard.
People kind of give me a hard time. Like, dude, if you're not in that immersed into that game, like FIFA, you can you're good, but you could score 1 or 2 and you still feel like you're close. Yeah. But the FIFA level is still different, but you can still kind of hold your own for a little bit.
No doubt.
But Madden, if somebody's nasty, bro, you're just getting absolutely obliterated.
Bro, if you don't have the right defenses or right plays, you're just going to get torched.
I appreciate you looking out for me on this one, man, because I was getting absolutely railroaded last night, getting smacked. Yeah. I was like, I'm playing QB1, bro. He's reading me like a book right now. Like,
he knows every coverage, everything.
Dude, I was like, what are you reading? So then he kind of taught me a little bit. Hey, real quick, we're doing a giveaway. Okay. If you don't mind signing these, we're going to have them follow the Gator Collective. We'll have them follow you as well, too. Hey, we'll go ahead and sign this with black. I love the tap, man.
Appreciate it.
Tell me kind of a little bit about yourself, something that we don't know about, Austin Barber on the field, like off the field. What do you like to do besides playing FIFA and hanging out with Trey Smack?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of just
take some pictures too.
Hold on. For me, I'm just like a.
Okay, use this.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. No doubt. I don't really do nothing. Like, if it's football, workouts, and then I go home. That's really what it is.
It's interesting, too, man. We have a ton of conversations. I mean, I talk with you, the players all the time, and it's like, hey, man, what do you guys do? And it's like, dude, I don't have time to do anything.
That's what I'm saying. I literally wake up. My school schedule is so bad to the point where it's like school, football, home.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And so, I mean, getting close with Lorenzo, right, I was able to learn a lot. Shamar?
Justice Boone?
Oh, Justice Boone. Yeah, we've had him on. Hey, man, Dude, Austin?
Hey, I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you, my man. You were a blast. Follow us on Twitter so we can. Yeah,
Come on now, I saw it.
Let's go, man. Oh yeah, you saw. Yeah, good stuff, man. We'll be in touch. I'll shoot you some DMs. Maybe we'll play some FIFA. All right, Bob?
Let's do it.
I'll get with Jen as well, too, man.
Can I get one of those black hats?
Yeah, take it.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys remember the man. Bringing the justice, bringing the boon. What's up, baby?
How you doing?
Good, man. Good to see you. You remember being on the show?
I think I have been on there one time before.
Yeah, you came on. You threw your headset touch. You can hear me. Hey, I think you want you to sound. Oh, wait. Oh. Well, too late. How you been, man?
I'm doing all right.
It was good. Yeah, get a little closer. It's just because it's loud in here. It was fun, man, because obviously I talked to you before the season started, and then getting to see you play on the field, bringing the absolute boon is absolutely exciting, man. It's good to have you back on after having a year under your belt. How are you feeling going into this next season, man?
I feel good. The biggest thing for me right now is just getting better, bigger, stronger, making sure I can stay injury-free throughout the whole season.
Absolutely. Look, I mean, obviously it's talking season, right? So we're all talking about what to expect for next season. Kind of tell us what's the mindset and the feeling inside the locker room right now. Where's the head of all of you guys and what to expect? The dog mentality. How are we feeling right now? In the middle of February, we got a ton of time before football starts. Where's everybody's heads at?
The mindset right now is attacking the workouts and the drills and stuff we're doing now 100%. Make sure that we actually get 1% better every day, because we know that everything that we do now is what's going to be the outcome of what we get later in the season. We can't expect just to show up to the occasion whenever the season comes. We got to put the work in now, so whenever the season comes around, it won't be no step up to occasion. It'll be something that we already did.
Sure. And this is your second time going through the phases that Billy implements, right? Or that's what they're called, right? The phases.
Right.
So I mean, I think that last year was your first time going through it. This is your second time, and now you're the veteran in the locker room, right? Talk to me about that. Who are you taking under your wing for this year and kind of being the big brother in a sense?
I wouldn't call myself big brother just because I already know how some guys feel in that term. But if anything, I would say that I'm trying to be a role model. Some guys trying to be a leader.
Okay, lead by example.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear you.
Being an example for people to look up to, and just to see that do the right thing and going 100% no matter what they ask us to do, no matter how long they ask us to do it. Just going with my eyes closed 100%. So that's just about the biggest thing. We got like a lot of D linemen coming in, Will, Norman, Cam, and also Kelby. So we be around them a lot, and I also try to show them a lot of times that I don't put my hands on my hips, that I'm always ready for the next drill, no matter how long we're doing or how long they expect us to do it. I'm always gonna go out 100%.
I love that. Yeah. So Kelby, they're there right now, right? They've been training with you guys and working out already, huh?
Yes, sir, they have.
So I worked out with Lorenzo last year and got my absolute ass clapped. It was brutal. I puked like 3 times. But I remember when we were like walking around, I had my hands on my hip. He's like, "No, get your hands off your hip, man. That shows weakness."
Oh, yeah.
And every time I put my hands on my hip, I think of that. I go for a run, I do that. So that's hearing you say that again reminded me of like, look, you don't tell somebody to do it, you just don't do it, right? And especially somebody who's been doing this, who's gone through the process, they're gonna naturally look up to you. Whether you take on the role of, hey, I'm your big brother, it's like, no, I'm just gonna show you how to do it.
For sure.
Absolutely. How are we feeling, man, with Billy? Obviously, again, your second year, still bought in, still ready to go, and still hungry.
Oh yeah, for sure. Coach Billy Napier has never shown me anything that he hasn't said that was going to be done or what he wanted to be done. So I have no reason to go against anything that he says, but to believe his process, believe his program, and go at it 100%, regardless of whatever he asks me to do.
Sure. And now, obviously, there was a lot of attrition this past season. I mean, you guys were in the locker room and things like that. What would you say to the people that everyone was panicking about that? Because I wasn't really panicking. I think we should expect those things. You being inside the locker room, what can you say to the fans that are worried? Like, hey, like we expected that. Some guys got to have their own goals and their own drives, and like, hey, they weren't fit now. Is that kind of how things were working out in the locker room?
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, it was a lot of things happening, things that could probably be something to worry about, but it's absolutely nothing to worry about. Any piece that's with us or anybody that's with us, they wanted to be there, and they're going to be a part of Billy Napier's program, and we're going to do exactly what he needs us to do so that we can have the outcome we need to have. I'm not going to say that no player that left was a bad part of the team or nothing like that. Like
sure.
I said, everyone has their own journey, their own destination. They got to do whatever's best for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that's where everyone always tries to put a negative spin on it. It's like, look, some people just have a different vision. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm going to fit better into this scheme than what Billy's bringing in. It's not necessarily always a negative. Sure. And I think that it opens up for guys like, Mizuka coming in, these transfers that are coming in. Like, hey, I will fit in this system. Let's make it work. Hey, I think he wants your – hey, man. He's been waiting. I don't want him to – we can't keep him focused, my man. Actually, while we're doing that, hey, do you mind? We're going to do a giveaway to the fans, have them give you guys some follows. if you don't mind signing these helmets for us, that'd be great, man. I appreciate you, boss. I know last time we interviewed you, we were talking about your roommates. Did you get new roommates for this season, or?
Yeah, I do got some new roommates.
Who we got this season?
I got, as of right now during the spring, is me, Dakota Mitchell, and Javion Robinson.
Okay. How, is that a fun roommate, or are we pretty chill?
Oh, yeah, nah, they some fun dudes.
They fun?
They some cornerbacks, so, you know, they get they get snappy sometimes.
They are spunky, right? It's just, it feels like, I mean, the D linemen, they're always kind of your silent. I was just talking to Austin Barber, right? Like, it feels like each position has a set personality, right? Like, kickers are goofy, right? O linemen, in my opinion, are goofy. D linemen, more just your kind of quiet, silent killers. Like, you guys say like your little zingers every now and then, but for the most part, you're just like, yeah, we observe. Right, you gotta. That's kind of as a defensive line, right? That's kind of what you're always doing. You're observing what's going on around you. Tell me, what are you excited for next year? For your expectation, for the team expectation, what are you looking forward to the most?
The most thing I want to see is just the progress that I made within myself, with all the work and what I'm trying to get our team to be this year. I'm ready to see the progress of what it's going to end up coming out to. Like I said, last year was really like my year to, you feel me, get my feet wet, see how everything really played out. So this year is just going to be the testament of whether I actually did what I said I was going to do last year and really realize what I need to do so I can be the player that I need to be.
Absolutely, and I think you did a phenomenal job last year. It looks like we got Big Des coming in. Boone?
Yeah, for sure.
Pleasure again, man. Good seeing you, man.
Good seeing you.
Hey, good luck next season if I'll talk to you, Bubba.
Thank you, man.
Go Gators. What's going on, man? How are you?
Good.
I don't know if you've heard, but your nickname's Little Des. Have you heard that before?
Oh, a couple people call me that. We got a referee at practice. She like to call me Tiny all the time.
They call you Tiny?
All the time.
Hey, man, I'm Show, man.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you, man. Hey, Big Des, I got to be honest, man. I am beyond excited to have you on.
Yeah.
I think you know that you're definitely a fan favorite. I heard you're not only are you a football star, but you also are an American hero. You're saving turtles on campus, I hear?
Yeah, I was driving, and then I seen it crossing the road, and nobody they wanted to stop, so I just had to pick them up and take them over there by Lake Allen.
You took it to the house like you did in South Carolina?
Something like that. I got it all the way to the promised land, though. That's the difference.
Hey, you get this. You lean a little bit. It's kind of loud, just so they can hear you
Yeah,
to the
I
mic.
got you.
But hey, look, I was really excited to finally meet you. I remember when you first came onto the field, I was like, I need that man's jersey.
Yeah.
So I will be sure when your jerseys go on sale this year to be scooping them a bit. Are you going to be 21 again?
Yeah, I'm staying.
Okay, absolutely. I love it. Well, tell me, man, again, fans are excited to hear from you. How are you looking forward to next season? How are you feeling about Bailey? How are you feeling about Mertz coming in as quarterback? Tell me kind of just how the whole feeling is right now in the swamp.
Yeah, I feel like last year was kind of like a rebuild year, you know. I feel like everybody on the team still has a lot of faith in Coach Napier.
Okay.
Definitely, he practices what he preaches, and he's fulfilled a lot of promises that he made coming in. So I know everybody still has that faith in him, I guess to say. And for me personally, you know, I feel like last year was kind of like a breakout year, but I feel like I gotta improve on it, you know, just to make sure that everybody knows it's not a fluke. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So yeah, I'm just trying to get in shape, drop a couple more pounds, and then have a better year than last year.
So, okay, I got a couple things. You came in, what did you come in at last year?
Last year?
Yeah.
Or when I came,
weight-wise.
Oh, last year I was like 435.
And you dropped fast, right? What are you at? So what are you at now?
385.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, good
Trying
work.
to keep it going, trying to keep it going.
Getting work. So getting down, getting fast, getting mean.
Trying to, yeah, that's the whole point.
I love that. I love hearing that. I'm sure someone's gonna clip that and post that. So you're gonna see you looking thin and mean, baby.
Trying to.
I love it. I love hearing that. So you said rebuilding your last year. I kind of interested to hear that, right? And I think people, obviously the expectations always do great, but I think what people don't realize, like, look, it was a transition. Billy's coming in. He's putting his guys in. He's trying to, when we say about his guys, right, like, hey, they're going to fit my process. And you said fulfilling promises. This is me kind of overlooking. I could be wrong here, but I saw a lot of freshmen play, right, including yourself.
Right.
And I think he's like, look, if you're good enough, I'm assuming by promises, like, I'm going to play you.
Yeah.
And I think if you prove that, hey, you can do this, you will play. And that was something I noticed a lot last year, which speaks to recruiters. They're like, hey, like, if you're good enough, you're going to be that guy. Is that something is that what you're referring to in promises being kept?
Yeah. He, like, from what I've experienced, he's the type of guy that, like, you hold up your end of the bargain, he's going to definitely hold up his. So for me, it was like, you dropped his weight. He knew that I was a talented player, so if I could get in the right condition, in the right, like, goal weight or range weight-wise, then I'll get some play time, and I just had to make make
the commitment.
make do with what I got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely he holds up his end of the bargain if you hold up yours.
And I think that those are the things that we, as fans, we don't always see, right? And I think hearing it from the player's mouth really speaks to no, this is we love it here. It feels really good. The energy is exciting. It is everyone is. I mean, obviously they're fired up, but how are we feeling to this year from last year? And this isn't a knock to last year. I don't want it to think like that. But look, you always got to put last year behind you, and move on. How are we feeling about this next season coming up?
I feel like last year we got a taste of what we could be. You know, like a lot of the games that we lost, it was by like 6 points, so like one
close.
Possession. So we all know what we're capable of. Like, I feel like I share this feeling with everybody else on the team. I never felt like going into a game that we couldn't have won. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
So it's just like I feel like for this year coming up, it's just we got to put everything together and turn those losses into wins.
And that's something again, because you guys hear the narrative, so I'm not gonna like beat around the bush like it's not heard of. Like Billy lost all the rivalry games, right? And that's something that I'm sure that's on the back of your guys' mind as well. You hear the noise, and I would take that. Take that noise and spin it in the right direction. Right. But if we look like what you just said, those games were all very close. And if it's it's a rebuilding season, we're trying to get things figured out. Some of those things are expected, but now we know we can win these games. It was, maybe I could have done this better, and I could have done that better. And I think week by week, you guys showed to progress and never quit on one another. Right. That's something I think that what spoke volumes to me is like no matter how the games went. You were, even with Georgia, you were down 28-0. Right. And almost came back and got it done. That speaks volumes to not only the players that are on the field, but to what is being built in the swamp. Is that again? How is the culture for you guys there?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like when Coach Napier first got here, when we first got into spring practices, we'll get a lot of like feuds, which is normal throughout a football team. But I guess he was happy to see that we never quit. Like even going against each other, it was always like it was a lot of intensity. So his whole thing was basically getting us to take that intensity and just like mold together. And so
you guys be fighting during the practices.
Like that.
So I guess because you got to collide, you're colliding different personalities. You got the Mullen guys coming in that have their thought process. You got new freshmen coming in. Is that kind of what was going on? It was a good way though, right? I mean,
yeah, sort of kind of. It's all in competition. You know, when you're going in spring, you're going against each other. There's nobody else to go against. So.
Sure, you got to get mad at somebody.
Yeah,
it's bound to happen.
It's always intense. So he's wanting to mold that and get it like all together.
And turn that energy into the right energy.
Right, exactly.
I love that. I love hearing that. Well, tell us, they're in here in the chat saying, Big Des, what's up? Let's go. Like, they love you. Yeah. I don't think I've seen so much love for a D lineman in a very long time. And I love, because linemen, you guys are incredible. Mm-hmm. You're the biggest, meanest guys on the football field, but we were just talking with Barber as well. You're also just big, loving teddy bears, like to have a good time. For the most part?
Yeah.
What do you like to do when you're not, saving turtles and pancaking guys?
I play video games. I listen to music. I sing a little bit, and I got a lot of siblings. So I guess that's where that lovable type of thing comes from. I got a lot of siblings. I'm the second oldest out of 8.
Really?
Yeah. I think I just posted a picture on my Instagram of 2 of my little siblings and my nephew. So
8 of you. You got your own football team then.
Almost. I'm looking at one side of the ball.
Yeah, that's true. So what games do you play?
I play all sports games.
Okay, so I just played DJ Lagway last night in Madden. So we got to throw down on the sticks then? Were you down to throw down on the
For sure.
All right, I'm going to have to get with the Gator Gen, and we do on Mondays. We're doing Madden Mondays now. And I think I'm going to have to – look, I'm getting better. I'm bringing the smoke. The first game, you'd be like, I quit in the third quarter. I'm not even going to tell you the score. But the second game, I took them to overtime.
Okay.
So
– we can definitely do that for sure.
What team you picking if we're playing?
On Madden, I'm a Steelers fan, but when it comes to Madden, I got to go with the Eagles.
That's why I used last night. They're good.
Yeah. Well-rounded team. I got to go with the Eagles or the Bills.
Hey, we got a super chat from Trav Everett, big Gator fan. He says, Big Des starving himself, losing all the weight. This season, he finna eat. Can't wait for the orange and blue game. Go Gator.
Yeah. To rebound on that, it's more of like you got to eat more from what I've learned. Like, just going the process, you got to eat like all the time.
Sure.
You can't like eat like crazy stuff. You got to eat like small stuff all the time, like keeping the metabolism going. I almost got it down to a science now. Like,
really?
So long, I basically got it down to a science. But yeah, you got to eat a lot, but small quantities, but like all throughout the day.
The right stuff too. That's feeding your speeding up metabolism, feeding your muscles, and it's telling your body like, hey, we got to keep moving. You're creating an engine.
Especially being an athlete, you're working out and you're losing all those calories, so you gotta get them back in the right way. So you gotta eat almost 24/7.
I love that. I love that you're like, again, that's these things we don't get to see, right? Like you've got this down to a science. The food process is really, really important that nobody understands of like that takes a lot of knowledge and a lot of time and energy to invest in. So I love hearing that. What we're doing too, man, if you don't mind, we're going to give this away, and we're going to do a little raffle. I mean, they already love you and follow you, but if you don't mind signing it, we're going to help with the collective, make sure they follow. I appreciate that, man. I don't know how much longer I have you, but it's been an absolute blast having you here, man. I really, like I said, I'll reach out with Jen about us playing some Madden, especially because, I mean, it is the, here, use the, yeah.
I don't wear these colors, so I never got to wear them.
Yeah, it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So let's talk about that really quick while we're on the thought process. So Billy comes in last year. It picks the uniforms in like 5 seconds and says, here's what we're doing. I don't care. Nobody argue with me. Leave me alone. Tell me about that as a player. Is that something that you guys are like, you didn't care about it? Like, because again, like you see that and you're like, then that's kind of sick, right? Like, is that something that's on the player's mind? Or when Billy came and said it, you guys like, whatever, no big deal?
I mean, at the beginning it was like, dang, we got to wear traditional jerseys to like we're Alabama or something like that. But over time, like you said, it is what it is. You know, you can't argue with it. It's not going to change. So there's no point in like wasting energy on it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Could we expect to see some more exciting stuff this year?
I think he was talking about getting like all black uniforms this year. So
I heard people are freaking out about that, but I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We haven't seen that before. We got to give it, as long as we don't go back to those the Gator ones. I wasn't a big fan of the. Yeah, it's just too much. Like these right here. So honestly, my favorite ones are the Tebow era was like the 75th anniversary, the big F, the block F.
Yeah.
Those are clean. So I'm hoping that. Look, I think it was smart to do what Billy did last year. We don't need to worry about jerseys right now. But as a player, you're like we're not Bama. Like I came here to look clean.
Yeah, to an extent. Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like especially in this league, in the SEC, is like you got to play. Like it doesn't matter what you look like. You got to play.
Yeah, you got to play. Yeah, nobody cares what you're wearing if you ain't winning.
Exactly. And if you are winning, whatever you're wearing looks good. So.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite uni combo?
Big game blues, all blue.
Yeah,
easy.
With the orange helmet.
Yeah.
That's Lagways too.
Yeah, that's easy.
Big game blues.
Sure.
I love that, man. So look, man, we got to get on the game. This has been an absolute pleasure. Let me see, dedicated Des. You got nicknames here. Let me see here. All black. Talk to me about the D line a little bit. What are the expectations? I mean, absolute beast.
Yeah.
With the transfer portal, with yourself, with Chris.
Right.
I mean, the trenches are looking thick.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely bulked up a little bit.
Yeah.
We got some young guys, definitely, but like even the short amount of time that I have working out with them, you know they're real talented and they're eager. So that's a good thing to have. Even if you're starting, you know you got like young eager guys that really want to play. So just having that in the same room only builds like competition. Like having the competition behind you will only build like your ability.
Iron sharpens iron kind of thing.
Exactly. So like, yeah, that's really the big thing to see. And another thing with Coach Napier, he quick turnaround. Like even with the season we had last year, he's done a great job with this recruiting class. And coming from a former recruit, you know, it's hard to convince a person to come to your school and put trust in your school with like the season we had. But
sure.
we definitely see the progress that we're going there. So I can understand why those players trust in Coach Napier.
Okay, so I don't know how much longer I have, but I love that you said that. So with the season we just had, the class that just came in it's incredible. You've seen, I think, almost all but like 3 guys are already there, right? I think Eugene's not there. I don't know who else is not. That's
DD, the corner from Wharton. I know those 2 guys are in Tampa, so.
Okay, they're not coming until summertime. But everyone else is already there. You got Jordan Castle, you got Collins, Will Norman, right?
Yeah.
Those guys good?
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. The short amount of time that I have been like seeing those guys work and stuff like that.
You're like, wow, this is Billy went out and did some work.
For sure.
And again, like what you said, for him to be able to pull guys in that with the season that he did speaks volumes. And I think people don't understand that either. But look, man, these kids they're pumped to see, man. I would sit here and tack your ear up, but I know these guys came and they want to meet you.
Yeah.
Des?
Yes, sir.
It's been an absolute pleasure, man. Favorite one to meet today. I'm really excited to meet you, man. I know they were excited to hear from you, and you're a fan favorite, and I can't wait for you just to kick ass and take names. Give him a go Gator, and we'll let you go, man.
Go Gators, for sure, always.
Be good, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Des for Heisman, boys. Des for Heisman.
Vote.
Perfect. We got Mr. Keenan Landry coming in. What's going on, Bubba? Nice to meet you, man. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Good. Good to see you. My name is Shelton. Not that it matters. You don't know how to remember my name, man. But welcome to the stream. We're having a great time here today. How you liking the event so far, man?
Oh, it's going good.
Good. This is your first event?
Oh, yes, sir.
And so meeting all the fans and getting able to talk to everybody is pretty cool, right? You're loving that.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it, man. So how are we feeling for next season? I keep asking everyone that question. It's been consensus so far. I'm waiting to see if maybe the answer will change, but everyone's pretty fired up about it. How you feeling?
I feel good about the season. Everybody's really fired up about everything. It's just like a different energy from last year. So.
Really? So kind of talk on that a little bit. Expand on that. What energy is different, and why do you think it's different? And again, I think people always immediately say, "Oh, because last year was negative." I don't think that at all. But I think there is, like, when guys leave, you allow the new guys to step up, and it changes that.
A lot of us young guys really stepped up a lot, and it just the energy. Everybody just wants more. You're hungry. We don't want to go back to 6 and 6. We just want to be better.
Sure. Okay. Young guys. Who like who? Who's some young guys that are stepping up?
Shamar, Trevor.
Really?
Miguel, Kamari.
I've heard Kamari. Yeah.
All the young guys like that. Everybody's being more vocal. Just not being afraid to step up and talk.
I love hearing that. Again, that kind of speaks to, again, because when they all came in, you've had the Ventrells, right? Bernie, the guys that have been there for a while. So you can't come in and say a lot, but a lot of the veterans left. And now it's like, okay, who's going to step up? And sometimes seeing a young guy who had some success last year be vocal fires everybody up and does a lot for a locker room that nobody's ever going to be able to see unless, we talk about it right here. How are you feeling for your season? What are you looking to accomplish for a personal side? What you got goals for you?
I just hope that I can have the best season I can. That's pretty much it. Just be the best player I can be for myself.
Sure. And so, what does that encompass? Being the best player. Like, what are some things that, like, some stat lines and focus that you want to be?
Well, hopefully I can gain a scholarship. Be one of the walk-on that I gain a scholarship and just be a good teammate. Just do my role, play my part, and just do that.
Sure. I would love to see one of those videos of you getting that scholarship.
Yeah, I would love that too.
Sometime during the summer. Look, man, they got you here at the Collective, so you're doing something special if they want you to meet everybody. So I love hearing that, man. Let's see here. We got the chat here. They're excited to see everybody, and see how it's going. So how's we got Clay Curtis says, how's the workout different compared from Savage to Hawk?
Oh, well, I never experienced Savage.
No, not yet? Okay, just Hawk?
Yeah, I only been with hockey, but yeah, the workouts are hard. We go through everything, from as far as working out.
Just get a little, this is loud, yeah.
We go through everything as far as working out, running, and conditioning, or just learning how to run correct, technique, speed score, and everything like that. So you get the whole deal over here.
I love how's working out with Hawk? I mean, the guy's an absolute beast. You see him on the sidelines just firing everybody up. I say I would run through a wall for that man when I see him tweet.
Oh, it's definitely a lot of energy. He just keeps it fired up. It keeps everybody fired up. There's never a dull moment in the weight room.
Sure, I love hearing that. Who we kind of I like to get to know other players through the players' eyes. Who's the kind of the class clown on the team? Who kind of keeps it light and but also is a dog at the same time? They're just able to manage both those personalities.
Oh no, I would have to say probably Big Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. He really don't talk too much, but when he does, it's always something funny.
Just a quick little zinger, and you're like, that's not a bitch. Yeah. I love it. And so, I mean, again, I feel like kind of talking to you now, you kind of keep it under the radar. You're more of an observer.
I'm really a quiet person, but whenever I need to step in and
it's the quiet ones we gotta watch out for you, man. We'll look around, all of a sudden you're
kind of coming out my shell, a little bit more, being more vocal with everybody.
Good. Look, I think someone like that, right? When you're quiet like that, right, and you start showing it on the field, you're not one to talk about, right? That personality, it works both ways. But you're someone how I'm getting here, kind of keeps it quiet, whatever. But when you start making some moves, and then when you do speak, it has a massive impact on the team. And again, I think that speaks to the type of players that Billy is bringing in, personalities like yourself. What's really cool is I spoke to 10-plus players, right, from what Billy's been able to bring in. And it's always the same kind of energy of just a really genuine, down-to-earth, we're here to win. We're all bought in, and we all believe that we can get it done. Big Des was talking about, a lot of close games last year, right? What do you think the difference is going to be this year for us being able to come over that hump for you guys?
Just being able to finish, we get in situations, I felt like last year we weren't able to finish, just getting down on ourselves as a team or whatever, and I feel like this year we're more closer and bonded together, so going through these phases throughout the summer and everything, these transitions, and I just feel like everybody just buying into what Coach Nate was telling us to do, and we'll be good.
I love that. We got a question here from Muddy. We always like to ask these fun questions. It says, ask him Domino's, Pizza Hut, or Tostitos. What's the pick? Or if it's not on there.
Definitely Domino's.
Domino's slaps, right? That's what I get a lot of flack for that, but Domino's kind of hits. Like, ever since they admitted their pizza sucked, it's been really good ever since then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love that. Hey, do you mind we're getting guys to sign these for us?
Oh, yes.
We're doing a giveaway as well, so we'll have you sign this one here for us. I appreciate that, man. Good stuff, man. Money said, "Good man." he liked your Domino's response. So you showed him some love there.
Yeah, I gotta stay away from it though.
Yeah, that is true. It's something we always like to do too, man. We like to get to know you guys as well personally. What is something that Keenan's doing when we're not, pancaking cats and eating Domino's?
Just a regular schedule. Going to class, tutoring, getting the extra working in the training room, just recovering and everything like that. Just extra cardio.
Yeah, I always ask that question. Maybe I think I'm going to get some kind of crazy answer, but it's like you don't have time to do anything crazy. It's school. How are the classes? What are you going to school for?
Business. I'm in business.
Okay, awesome. So with the business, do you have any plans of you want to start something or?
Yeah, I hope to go back to my hometown and start a business for the younger kids and just give them something to look forward to, especially in the sports scenery.
You're from Mississippi?
I'm from Louisiana.
Louisiana. Okay. That's right. I was looking at everyone last night trying to get a good vibe of where you guys are from. Okay. So is that where Billy pulled you from then? A big Louisiana guy.
Yes, sir.
Keeping it home. I love that he's been able to tap into that state, kind of low key, pulling some studs out of there. So I love hearing that. Well, Keenan, it's been an absolute pleasure, man.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, no, nice to meet you, man. Thank you for coming on and sharing your thoughts with us, man. I appreciate it. Go Gators, baby.
Yes, sir. Go Gators.
Yes, sir. Thanks, man. Boys and girls, we've got pretty Ricky's over there. Maybe we can get Ricky on here in a minute. Yeah. What's going on, man?
I've watched you on YouTube on occasion. So.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We like to keep it fun, man. So,
What?
we like to keep it fun.
Yeah.
Come on, big man. What's up, champ?
What's up?
How are you doing? You might have to stand up. I don't know if you're big enough. There you go. Hey, don't panic. How you feeling?
Great.
So, are you a freshman coming in this year?
No.
No. What's your size? How tall and weight?
My weight is 91.8.
91.8. What's your height?
I don't know.
No. Okay. What sport do you play?
Flag football and a little bit of baseball.
A little bit of baseball. And what's your name?
Charles.
Charles. And what position do you play in football?
Center and wide receiver.
You got good hands?
Yes.
Would you say your hands are better than Ricky or worse than Ricky Pearsall?
Worse than Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah. Who's your favorite player on the team right now?
Ricky Pearsall.
Okay, there it is. All right. And who, outside of on the defense, who's your favorite player?
Big Des.
I had a feeling that it was going to be Big Des. And so you play a little baseball. What position do you play in baseball?
All the positions in infield.
That's typically how all in the infield. So pitcher too?
Not pitcher.
Pitcher? So you more of a third, first baseman kind of guy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where they put. That's where they put the big boys at. One of the best guys with the best gloves.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, buddy, it was an absolute pleasure, man. You got something you want to say to Gator Nation, man? They got a couple people watching you here.
Go Gators.
There it is, baby. Thanks, Bubba. Good seeing you, buddy. What's up, champ? Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. Come on. I'm not important.
It's going great.
It's going good. What's your name, buddy? Tell me who you are.
I'm David.
David, I like your jersey, man. You play baseball?
Yes, sir.
So that's your little brother?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 10.
You're 10, so you'll be the class of like 8 years?
2031.
You already know. 2031, so you're going to be the Gators in 2031?
Probably.
So what position do you play? You play football too?
Yeah, I play football too.
Flag football?
Yes, sir.
What position do you play?
I play safety and wide receiver.
Okay, so you got hands then. So who's got better hands, you or your little brother?
Probably me.
Probably you. Who's got better hands, you or Ricky Pearsall?
Pearsall.
Who's your favorite player?
My favorite player?
Yeah, right now for the Gators.
I'd have to say Big Des.
Big Des. He's a fan favorite. Everybody loves him. On offense, who's your favorite?
Offense, I'd probably say Etienne.
Etienne. Is he here? Have you met him yet?
No, but I watched him in the stadium and out of the stadium. He's just a great player.
Great player and a great kid and a great dude as well too. How exciting is this event, getting to meet all of your Big Des? Did you meet Big Des?
Yes.
Did you get an autograph of him?
No.
No, did you get a photo with him at least?
Yes. Sir.
Good. So here's the thing. Get that photo printed out, and the next event, you bring the photo and have him sign the photo.
Okay.
And now you've got it's one of a kind,
Yeah.
right? So, hey, man, I appreciate you, David.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you, buddy, okay? Go Gators.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Go Gators.
Yes, sir, Bubba. Absolutely. That was awesome. Nice meeting you, Bubba. Go Gators, Bubba. Absolutely, champ. Let's go, boys. Let me recruit these kids. Absolutely, let's bring them in. We'll probably get some guys on here in just a minute, I'm sure. Jen, she's doing her work. Great show thus far, though, boys and girls. Make sure you drop a like. Show some love. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. Let me get some water here. You want to let her know? Tell her we want Pretty Ricky. Or Trevor. Where's Trevor at? Well. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Go Gators, boys and girls. This is a real treat. Again, if you're in Gainesville or you're close to it, man, these events are worth it. I mean, you see here, like, what I'm doing, right? Kind of talking with these players. I don't have, outside of, Jen bringing them over, I don't have any special privilege that anybody else here right now doesn't have. I mean, most of the time, like, she's talking to all these guys, right? I mean, they're just hanging out, literally just, like, Big Dad is sitting on the table right now just hanging out. You can walk up to him, take a picture with him, chat with him. Ricky right now, when he walked in, everybody kind of flocked to him. He's kind of, the hot commodity, obviously probably going to the NFL draft next year. Looks like Shamar James is coming over right now, so we'll go ahead and we'll chit-chat with him. Good stuff. Excited to meet Shamar. Shamar James, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Good, man. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the show. My name's Shelton, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. I know we've got some Gator fans excited to hear from you. Kind of give us your thoughts, man. How's the event going? How you feeling? You enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I'm loving it, man.
It's pretty cool, right?
Interacting with fans, little kids. So
Yeah, the little kids, seeing the smile on their face, man, it just fires you up.
Yeah, most definitely.
You got to love that, man. How you feeling for next season, man? Obviously, it's a question I'm asking everybody, but it's just great hearing. Everyone's giving me a different perspective, which is great. So how you feeling? What should we expect as Gator fans for next year?
Oh, man, I feel very confident, the work that we put in now and identity. We have no choice but to, have success. So, a lot of guys are buying in and, getting better each and every day.
Sure, absolutely. And I think, I'm excited to see you, kick some ass and take some names next year. I think you had a great freshman outing last year, and I think it's yours to kind of take over and step up with you. And look, because the team is so young, right? Are you going to be the guy that are you kind of taking over that big brother veteran role right now?
That's the plan, try to be more of a leader, like a vocal leader.
Sure.
And lead by example.
Sure. Who was the guy that you kind of looked up to last year and that you are going to take some things from?
Most definitely Ventrell Miller.
I figured. I was just...
Amari Brady, yeah. Those were some dudes, they showed leadership on and off the field.
Really? Amari Burney, too. Good guy.
Yeah,
I saw when he had the interception at Utah, bro, weekend at Bernie's, that's fun, man.
Definitely.
That was a good time. So, you had, to have Bernie, someone like Bernie who had been there for a while, Ventrell obviously was going to going to be great in the NFL. Two great guys, two great leaderships. What are some things that you learned from them that you didn't have from else that you're going to apply to this next class and to yourself moving forward?
Most definitely accountability.
Accountability, okay.
Yeah, they show that each and every day, whether you miss breakfast, miss tutoring, like they own you. You got to roll, you got to have consequences.
So they would check you if you missed those things.
Yeah, most definitely.
Wow, so that now you're taking on that role of hey, look, we can't do that. We hold a higher standard.
Most definitely the Gator standard.
The Gator standard. I love it. How's going through the phases again? This second time through for you?
Oh man, it's
a little bit easier, or is it
It's actually my first time because I came last summer.
Oh, you came summer. Okay,
Yeah,
so this year.
this
So
my
this.
first time, so
Okay.
I didn't know what to expect. You know, it's a grind. It's a
Is
grind,
it?
most definitely, yeah.
So I remember because Torrance. This was like last year was like his 3rd or 4th time, and I remember when they asked him, he's like I've been eating, sleeping this stuff. So, but it's cool to hear people go through it their first time because it seems pretty grueling when you don't know what to expect. So what coach kind of works you guys the most or gets you the most fired up during these workouts right now?
Probably your position coach. I
Yep.
mean, you see Coach Bateman out there, you know, a little short guy out there, you know, yelling at you. I would say like all the coaches really, you know, we have a different coach at each station.
Sure.
And I mean, like we're just out there like going, like, you know, put your head down and run.
Sure. Now, something too. There's a great class coming in 2023. A lot of movement in the transfer portal as well too. Linebacker room, very full, very healthy, right? Speak to that with what came in with the class, what Billy's doing. Are you excited? I mean, obviously you're excited, but tell me a little bit about the class that's coming in and what we can expect for next year.
Oh man, I mean, we brought in some dudes. Like we brought in some guys that can contribute early to the team.
Sure.
And I mean, like I said, I'm very confident about this season. I mean, we putting in the work, so I mean, we have no choice but to be successful.
Absolutely, and I think look, obviously last year, a lot of frustration, I'm sure, from the players as well. Nobody likes to lose. Losing's never fun, right? And a lot of big games, a lot of close games. This year, I think we all think we know that it's a transition at the helm, right, with quarterback. But the guys coming in, a lot of you guys, young guys, you guys played a lot last year. So even though you are young, there's still a sense of, typically sophomores don't have that much playing time as you guys did. Should we be excited for a highly successful season from you guys?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we have some guys, some young guys that played last year, got a couple snaps. And I feel like that'll be a great transition from last year to this year,
Sure.
To say that you have, like, game experience, just going out there and executing.
Absolutely. Who's your, you got any fun roommates? It's always good to hear what you guys get roomed with.
I'm with Jaden Robinson and Najee Harris.
Really?
Those guys are, especially Najee.
Najee's a good dude, man.
Yes, I mean, he's a character.
He's super. I had him on the show. Super chill, very loving guy. Is he a dog though?
He's
on the
dog.
field, is he an absolute terrorizer?
I mean, you have to be a dog to be here. I mean, so he's a dog. I mean, I'm sure he has that switch, from the apartment to the field. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a dog.
So so the switch. Who would you say has the biggest switch? Like off the field, absolute clown, just like super chill. But then on the field, you're like, who the hell is that guy?
Oh man, I'll say like this year.
Yeah, this year. Right now, I guess just this past month or so.
This past year I'll say Amari Bernie.
Really?
Yeah, he's that guy. Then I'll say probably. That's a good one. Probably Dez.
Did Dez?
Big Dez.
Someone else said that too.
Big
You're
Dez.
like, I could see he's very kind of just chill, loving, and then you see when he's on the field, like the face just turns, right? We got a question that says, "Ask him: is Billy already preaching Utah and preparing you guys for Utah, or is that even a thought yet?"
We really just, like we don't bring up a specific team. We just talk about like the team that we're going to play. We just talk about competing against yourself right now.
Okay.
We don't too much worry about ahead. We just worry about today.
And so last year you came in during the summer. So when is at summertime? When does it start becoming okay? The focus is now Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
really my first summer workout? I mean, we had
really? It was okay. We're clicking it to Utah now.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so probably through this spring training, then we won't hear much about it. Like you said, you're fighting yourself or competing with yourself, getting ready for the orange and blue game. Hey, we're playing each other first. That's the first game of the season, right? So that's what you're getting ready for. Okay, then it's Utah, and then it's just a rotating wheel after that.
Oh yeah, the season's on after that.
So are you guys? And I've always wondered too. Like, are you somewhat preparing for those games a few weeks out? Or is it just so lightning fast that we can't really go that far ahead?
I mean, it's different for different teams, and like based off your schedule, like we prepare differently. So, I mean, like this past year, like we prepare for different teams differently.
Okay, good stuff. Do you mind because I don't know when she's going to come and take it from me. We're going to do a giveaway for these helmets. We got everybody signing it, if you don't mind. And go ahead and plug while you're signing that your Instagram or Twitter, so everyone can kind of follow you, keep up with you, off the field as well. Yeah, see, we got somebody coming. I knew it was happening.
Instagram is just my name, just Shamar.
Just Shamar?
Yeah, just Shamar. And I mean, That's all I use, really.
Okay, good. Well, go make sure you guys go give Shamar a follow. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming out and chit-chat with me. I'll definitely be in touch with Jen. Maybe we can make some content. I don't know if you game or play any Madden, but I got Big Des lined up for a day to play him in Madden. I played DJ last night, so I got to get better. I gotta. What's that?
How did that go?
We got to talk about that. You know? He beat me. He quit the first game. We ended in the third quarter. I'm not going to tell you the score. The second game, I took him to overtime. So I made some adjustments, okay, and I did better.
He beat you that bad the first game?
Hey, he's got to go, right? Hey, man. Pleasure, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Go Gators, baby. Miguel Mitchell.
How you doing?
How are you doing, my man?
I'm doing good.
Good to see you, man. Nice to meet you, man. I'm Shelton. Welcome to the show, man. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. How are you doing?
Good. You been having a good time today, man?
Yeah, I've been having a great day.
How is it for you? I always like to ask, how is it for you guys here at the Collective getting to meet the fans?
Man, it's great. They show their support all year, so it's just great giving back to them, showing our love to them.
Absolutely. I think it's great you guys get to walk around, chit-chat, shake hands, and do all those things.
Yeah.
And we get to build a relationship with you guys. Like, I've getting to interview you. I mean, now I'm going to be watching you on the field even closely, right? Like, I know you now as a personality, not just a number and a helmet.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know what I mean? What are you the most excited for this year, man? Give me some juice here, man. What are something that we can expect? What do you think that, that nobody else is talking about in the media that you can give us some insight to?
It just feels like a new team. We got a lot of new young guys and just ready to see what they can do out there on the field. It's going to be a young team, see what the leadership's like. That's going to be my biggest thing, biggest thing looking forward to.
The leadership. Yeah. So how the leadership kind of transitions from last year, because you had Ventrell in there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Anthony obviously was a big case of that leadership as well too. So I've heard guys already stepping up. Are you seeing that as well, or are you hoping to see some more?
Yeah, Ventrell Miller was a big guy on that team. Javon Dexter, with them leaving, going to the draft, you're going to have to see some new young guys step up, and I'm ready to see who steps up. Some of the young guys, you can see it in our workouts when you start an identity. That's really what that phase is about. It's just about identifying who on the teams, the leaders, and who can step up and take on that role.
Where do you find yourself right now?
I find myself as a leader and a starter coming up this next season, and leading the defense, being a leader on the defense.
Okay. So are you taking anybody under your wing as a little brother right now? I mean, some of the guys say, I'm not taking them necessarily under my wing, but I'm showing by just example. But is there somebody like, hey, this kid has something to be something special, and I feel like I can help him more just because we're clicking right now?
Yeah. The two new safeties that just came in, Jordan
Castle,
and the other one that I brought on my visit was Aaron Gates. I've been trying to be guiding them since they've been here. Aaron Gates is kind of recovering. Jordan's been putting up great numbers on, like, as far as workouts go, keeping up with the team. But another new name, he was my friend back in high school, Deuce Spurlock, the transfer.
Yeah, he's from Michigan, right?
Great friend of mine. He's been doing really good, and it's just great to see him down here, and get him down here and recruit him.
That's really cool. So two parts there. So we got Deuce Spurlock coming in, which he kind of brings a little bit of veteran presence because he's been in college already, right? But you have to kind of bring him in and show him, like, this is how we do this in Gainesville down here, right? This ain't the Big Ten, it's SEC, big dog. Right. Welcome to the show.
He's kind of learning that too. Is just making that adjustment. It's a little bit different ball down here.
You're right. People say that, but it's kind of cool. I mean, what has he said? Is he like, yeah, it is different? Is it faster? Like, has he mentioned that at all?
One thing he told me, he said they didn't condition really, so.
Really?
That's been one thing. Like, we condition a lot, so he's like, man, it's taking some getting used to, but he's been fitting and rolling in there.
I'm going to utilize that when I'm talking smack about Big Ten. It's like, they don't do shit up there. It's during the time. It's too cold for them to do anything, right? We got to rock and roll. So Jordan Castle and then Aaron Gates. Aaron Gates is a special one because he committed to the 2023 class very early, and somebody who lasted throughout the entire time. And is really bought into the Gator way. Is that somebody that you're looking after as well too?
Yeah, for sure. He committed really early, and he's just stuck with it. He's trusted this new staff, and he's giving them everything he's got. He's putting his all into it.
I love hearing that, man. What do you like to do when we're not playing football, man? What's something about Miguel that we don't see all the time?
I'm a big gamer. I like to play the game with the guys. Really, my teammates.
What game we playing?
Madden.
Okay.
Madden challenge. Anybody?
We're playing then. So I'm working on setting up. I played DJ last night, and we're not going to talk about the score. But I'm working on setting up Mondays where we play every Monday night. And you kind of with fans, but I want to play with the players as well too. So I'm going to get with Jen. I'm going to have to show you a thing or two. What team are you playing so I can prepare? Who you using?
I'm going to either go with the Dolphins
Really?
or the 49ers.
What? Oh, that two opposites there. What is it that intrigues you about the Dolphins?
49ers defense. I
Dogs.
feel like I can run any defense, and I'm going to have a good game.
Okay.
Dolphins, offensive fire weapons. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
Stupid.
Tua.
Stupid.
I got to put Tua back in there even though he'd be hurt half the time. I got to put him in
You
there.
got to keep plugging and chugging. Who's your prediction for the Super Bowl on Sunday, man?
I got the Eagles winning.
Yeah. That's who I'm going with as well, too, my man. I
I
think
like Jalen and what they got going on there.
I can't stay in Kansas City.
For real. I don't like Mahomes for me. I don't know. It's
You're not a
just
fan of
something.
You're not feeling it, right?
I'm not a fan of Mahomes. I don't know why.
Look, we're not here to talk negative, but you're a little cheese ball.
No, I feel you.
Yeah. Hey, man, do you mind doing something? Because I know, again, she kind of keeps plucking you guys, and I don't want to miss out.
no problem.
We're giving this away. I'm selfishly, I want to make sure I get you guys as well, too. But we're going to do a giveaway and then help grow the collective so we can do more of these events for you guys. I think you guys enjoy it. I know the fans absolutely love it. I know I love it. It's a blast talking to you.
Yeah, it's been an enjoyment.
Prime X wants to ask. I mean, you didn't play in the Tebow area, but do you? Best defense since Tebow's era?
They had a good defense. We trying to match it this year. That's what we trying to do.
You trying to live up to that then?
Yeah, we trying to live up
So
to
it has the potential to get there, though.
We want the turnover. We trying to beat the turnover rate.
The turnover. What is the turnover record?
I don't know. I need to look that up.
You gotta put it on the wall, my man. You can't. You got.
That's a good. I need to look that up.
Go look it up.
Actually, for a matter of fact, we got like the turnover plan. We got like a whole highlight turnovers, and it's playing in the locker rooms right now. So
Oh, really?
That's the plan right now.
So who are the highlights of? Like
It's
past.
like NFL guys, so it's like an NFL tape.
Just
straight-
running.
Straight turnovers.
Just running. I love that. I think the people don't understand, like, just having that constantly playing, like, it just hypes you up and just internally. So, but what you got to do is you got to put the number on a piece of paper and put it on your mirror.
Right.
So when you go home H9, you go before you put your head down, you brush your teeth, you look at that number and it's like, I'm coming.
Yeah, sure.
I'm coming. Talk to me real quick. Let me see here what else they got. Prime says he wants the Chiefs to win.
No.
Nathaniel says we got some pretty cool guys on the team, and I couldn't agree more, man. We have talked with all of you guys today. All of you have incredible personalities. And I think that's again, I've been preaching because I'm fortunate enough to interview with a lot of players that Billy's bringing in. Just the style, the charisma that you guys have, the mentality, it's going to show in the field, right? And maybe you don't get a star for that, right? It doesn't help with those stats. So sometimes like, oh, we only have four X amount of 4 stars. Well, mindset and the dog in you don't get a star for that, right? Can you kind of elaborate on that if you understand my question? I completely
understand.
Go ahead.
I think that all goes back to Napier and his recruitment and just like how his recruitment is like family based. So like a lot of the guys when we got here, it's just like family. It's like another home. So like we really all just bonded. It's like a brotherhood. We never really had any struggles, like just bonding. Like we just came together. Like I remember our class, we all friends.
Sure.
Bonding like that.
So
That's what we got here.
again, I preface like this isn't a negative ill will to anybody, right? But we miss out on recruits. Happens all the time. Now, some just we lose out on. It's like it's really close, and it's like, yeah, this just feels like a better fit, and it does hurt. But sometimes, like the last few ones where we miss out on, it's like, honestly, they weren't really going to be a fit anyways. It wasn't going to work. Is that true, or am I reaching there a little bit? Or is there some guys they come on campus and we're like, oh, that's a great pick, but then Billy and the staff is like, they don't fit the culture. It's not going to work. I don't care. He's got 5 stars, sure, but it's not going to work. Have you seen that happen?
Yeah, sometimes it's just not meant to be. I mean, sometimes stuff like that can hurt your whole culture on your team. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, really, yeah, just that keeping that like connection. Everybody, we don't want to put anybody above each other. So like everybody's equal, really.
Sure.
Stars really don't mean nothing once you get here at that point. So all that goes out the window.
I love that. I got a question from Muddy here. He says, ask him which young freshman wide receivers are ready now and that good.
Ooh, my favorite one, Andy Jean.
Yeah.
Andy Jean's been working. He's right next to me in my locker room.
Favorite one on the field or just personality or all of the above?
All of the above.
All of the above.
Andy
Cool.
Jean.
Like cool, low key, cool
Yeah,
kid,
he's
cool cat.
Yeah,
Eugene's not there though, right?
No, he's not there yet.
And
He'll be back there.
Eugene's tape's nasty though.
Yeah, I saw his highlight tape.
So I'm going to
Somebody
ask
showed
you
it
when
to me.
Eugene comes in if Andy's still your favorite.
Okay.
How about Aiden Mazel? We've had Aiden on, a great kid.
Oh yeah, Aiden's a great kid. He's been showing off one of the fastest. He's actually putting up like the highest one of the catapults.
Really?
Yeah, he was like 2 the other day. He was faster than me.
I love it. Hey, Miguel, man, where can they follow you on Twitter, Instagram, so they can give you some love, man?
Twitter, MMMitchell_10, and Instagram, dc.miggy.
Well, pleasure, my man. Go Gators. I appreciate you hopping on here. I'm going to get you on the game. I'm going to show you some sticks.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go, man.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Be good, Bubba. Thank you. Go Gators, baby. What's up? Good, man. Mr. Ricky? Pretty Ricky?
Something like that.
Yeah, I see the coaches coming at you, man.
Okay. Right?
How you doing, man? I'm Shelton, by the
Good,
way.
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, my man. You've been busy.
A little bit.
Dude, you walked in, man, and it was just, I'm watching it, and I'm like, my goodness, you got cameras in your face, pictures. How is that, man?
It's good, man. Like, I'm so appreciative of all the guys here, all the people here. I think it's really important to have a fan base like that, to be honest. And,
Yeah, no.
I think that's what makes this place important.
For sure. Gator Nation really loves you. I know when, obviously, whether you're going to go to the NFL draft, that was a big thing. Everybody was on the edge of their seat. And then when you say it, I mean, it exploded. I made a video. I was like, we get a 5-star. Where he's back, baby. We're coming back. And everyone loved it. Because, I mean, we saw what you were able to do last year. You got a boot on right now. How we feeling?
I'm feeling good. This is about to come off next week. So I've been running. I'm just using this boot right now for when I'm, like, not, working out and stuff like that. Because I was actually dealing with this all season long.
Really?
So I played on this all season long. So I was hindered during the season. But that's not an excuse, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
don't know.
That's not an excuse. We'll just get
I don't
out
think
there.
anybody would have noticed. I remember you slipped. Was it the Vandy game? You slipped on the logo, right?
No, actually. Okay, so the reason why is because I was a little dazed. I got hit pretty hard in the play before that.
Really?
So that was me wobbly. Yeah, that was me wobbly. So I didn't slip because if I'm being honest, I don't remember.
You gotta get us a concussion protocol, man.
Okay, yeah, it's football. That's what it comes with. But if I'm being honest, I don't remember. Like, I
Really?
don't remember the play I got hit.
I thought you tore, bro. I saw. I was like, he's done. He tore his ACL because it was like a non-contact fall, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, no, I don't remember slipping. I don't remember it. I remember the next day someone saying, "Oh yeah, remember you slipped on that handoff." I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know I was watching film. Like, this is the first time I seen it. I was like,
Ricky,
and I didn't do it. I was
Ricky's like, we had a game yesterday.
Yeah, no, I got smacked. Shout out to whoever smacked me. That was a hard hit.
You don't know who it was either.
No, I do now. 'Cause he tagged me on Instagram. I was like, whoa.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
So tell me about. I mean, I don't know how much you can say, but obviously you got up to your discretion. But obviously the NFL. I know you got an invite, right, to the combine.
Yeah.
So that's a big decision, man.
Yeah.
That's huge. That shows that hey, like you on an injured leg.
Yeah.
Dazed and all,
Yeah.
you did enough to get them to go, hey, well, he looks good. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? What is it that made you stay? I'm pumped.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of aspects that really go into it, man. And
Sure.
I think the most important one that I've been telling a lot of people when they ask me this question is, Coach Napier. I think he's doing a great thing for this program. I think he's a perfect coach for Florida. He's changing the culture here, and I just want to be a part of that change. And I think he's going to do some legendary things here while his time at Florida. And I want to be part of it. It's another year under him, another year under his offense, and another year with my guys, and all the guys in the locker room. I think that's like the most important thing. Napier's always telling us, it's about the guys around you. It's about
Sure.
the people in the building. You got to know them on a personal level at the end of the day. And I think that's really important, and a big reason why I did come back. And I think another thing, on a personal level is, I have a lot to prove, and I think a lot of people are doubting me. And, I take that to heart. I mean, a lot of people say, yeah, you got to ignore those things. No, I'm going to add that to the fire, you know what I mean? And, you can look at my lock screen right now. It's the top 10 receivers returning that PFF came out with. Okay.
You weren't in the top 10, you said.
No, we're going to see, though. We're going to see.
I love it. I see that. Bro, we went from laughing to I was like, I don't know if you're going to tackle me. You about to eat me.
I can go back to laughing, though. I can go back to laughing.
Yeah, Pretty Ricky has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that's the dog Ricky done just showed up.
No, for real.
What's funny is his name's Ricky, too. That's my boy.
Oh, okay. What up, Rick?
I call him a little bitch Ricky, though.
Don't let him call you that.
He calls me a little bitch, too. I love it. We've got in my neighborhood, we have a gate. And I told my gate guard, I was like, hey, when he shows up, I'm like, hey, you little bitch. He pulls up, bro. First time, the guy goes, you little bitch. Ricky goes, son of a. I love it.
Have people calling him that? No, don't do it like that.
Nah, he loves it. It gets him fired up. Man, I got me fired up, man. I love hearing it. So
I'm excited.
Personally, I love that you said that because I think like people understand like you got to look out for yourself too. Like I love you started with hey Billy, the team, the family, but me, I got to make. Look, you got to invite, but maybe the stock wasn't there, right? Yeah. That you think that like They got me projected to go X round. I know I'm better than that round, which is just huge for your value, your family, what you're gonna, essentially bring home. So is that something also too that was kind of on your mind? Is like, I know I can be better.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, at first I was surprised where they had me at because I thought I still had a lot left to prove myself, And
okay, so they had you higher than what you thought then?
At first, yes, but okay, kind of. So in my head, I'm like, okay, this is going to be like a tough decision anyway, because, it was this. I'm using my COVID year now, right? That extra year that I have. So,
sure.
It was a long process. I made a lot of phone calls, trying to make this decision.
Sure.
But, after hearing some of those things, because Coach Casey told me, he's like, what are they saying about you? What are those scouts? What are those people saying about you that you can come back and prove on? You know what I mean? And are those things that you can come back and prove? Yes. The answer to that was yes. I can come back and prove those things, and I think I will, and I know I will,
Love
and
that.
I think that, that I have a lot to prove outside of what people think of me. So, I'm just excited to strap back the cleats on and put my helmet on and get started because I'm about to explode. I know it. I'm about to jump out the seat right now.
Bro, I got goosebumps. Like, you got me fired up. But put me in, coach. I love it. No, I love I love that. Look, that's huge too. Like, hey, I thought about it. Like, here's what it is. Here's the things they said I'm not that great at. I was like, well, that I can fix that easy. I know I'm great at that. Talk to me about you coming from Arizona State. Incredible campus in Arizona State from what I've heard. What was, again, Billy brought you from Arizona State too. Same thing, kind of what sold you on the culture and being able to have an explosive offense. Is that what you're looking at?
No, for sure. I mean, as soon as I went on my visit to Florida, talking to Coach Napier, me and my dad and my mom, everybody I think fell in love with Coach Napier. Just talking to him, just having a general conversation, and we talked ball too, but I think just having that general conversation, seeing who the man he was,
sure.
that was really important to my mom. My dad wanted to hear more football stuff, but my mom really just wanted to know.
Make sure her baby's gonna be all right.
Yeah, exactly. But Coach Napier is a great guy, and he laid out the format of where he sees me at, and how he can get the ball in my hands, and we talked about that more and more, going forward to this next year. So I'm excited for that too as well, but. Yeah, making that transition from ASU, it's different. I grew up there actually in Arizona. I don't know if you know that about me.
I did not know. Okay.
Yeah,
I knew you were out west. I just didn't know exactly where.
Yeah, so I really stayed home, when I went to ASU. So, it was tough to pack up my things and leave home, and it was tough for my family. But, it was the best for me. And I think, leaving an environment that you're comfortable with and going to somewhere else that that's an uncomfortable environment, you just get better as a person,
Absolutely. I know if you mind, we're giving the helmet away. We're going to do a little giveaway if you don't mind signing both of those. And then I'll ask you one last question while you're signing. Graham Mertz, QB1.
Yeah.
People want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the QB position room, is going to be a lot of great competition. I
really?
think, in my opinion, I think the best QB rooms are the ones that are the most competitive. Because you're never getting complacent. That's with every room, really.
Sure.
A quarterback room specifically, there's only one guy out there. There's only one quarterback out there. So it's a battle every day. And I think those guys are going to go to work, and they're all hungry in there because they all know
it's anybody's game.
The stakes at hand. And I think that's really good. And I mean, Graham coming in, he's doing a great job already with the workouts and being a leader out there. Is something that we need. He's a smart kid, just talking to him, and for me, as a receiver standpoint, just getting on the same, speaking the same language as him, just going over each coverage and, talking ball at the end of the day, I think that's the most important thing is a relationship with the receiver and the quarterback. When we're out there, sometimes you just got to make a play, and being on the same page is scramble drill. The biggest players come out scramble drills too, so just being on the same page with each other, I think it's really important, and I think, we're developing that relationship, and those guys are going to work, and those guys are going to compete, so I'm excited to see, who comes out on top. I'm going to have a relationship with each one of them, so I'm excited.
I love that. Flip the switch on me. I'm loving it. Hey, real quick before you go, do you play Madden?
I do play Madden, but I play more like shooting games.
You Call of Duty?
Yeah, I play Call of Duty.
Let's go, baby.
I play Call of
But
Duty.
I'm working. I've been playing.
I play Madden though. Come on.
We're gonna have you on. I had DJ on last night.
I know how to read coverages. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I played DJ last night.
Okay.
24 quarterback. Bro, read my ass like a book. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he was running spread everything.
Oh, dude, he was just.
That's good though. That's good to hear.
Yeah, no, it was.
For the Gator fans, they want to hear that,
Yeah, they love watching it. But I'll get with Jen and we'll line it up, man. But if you don't mind signing those.
Yeah, of course. You're good. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ricky, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, just make sure we do this one with that and block.
Yeah.
Thanks, Papa. Your parents, they come for the games? All of them?
Yeah, my mom and my dad actually have been every game but the FSU game.
Really? They've been there? I saw your interview on that, too. You said that obviously you weren't too familiar with the rivalry, but now, like, you know, it's like, we hate them. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, I don't want no part of it. They don't want no part of me, I'll say that.
I love it. I love the dog in you, man. I love how we go from laughing to just eating real quick, man.
Tag FSU.
Appreciate it, man. Pretty good, man. I wish you had said a little bitch. Oh. Yeah, come on, man. Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. About yourself?
Good to see you, man. Oh, Scooby, what's up, man? So look, I don't know you guys, and this is good. Why these events are great because I know your last name and your jersey, but outside of that, it's hard to get to know you guys, and that's why I love it because now I get to put a face with the name.
I feel like with football, it's kind of harder because we always have our face mask on, like the helmet on, so you really don't know who
You got to look me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see this big smile when you're out there smacking cats. Hey, man. So welcome. My name is Sheldon. Pleasure to have you on, man. It's been a great day. Had some incredible interviews, man.
Right.
Tell me, start a question with everybody is what are we looking forward to next season, man, for yourself personally?
For me personally, just performing on the field, off the field, just performing, man. I feel like when you work hard and you pray and you just believe, it's gonna all work out. So that's what I got going.
I love watching you. I mean, you came on a few times last year. I'm yelling, Scooby! You know what I mean? Like, it just fires me up to watch you play, man. How are we, what's projection for next season, man? What are we looking at? How you feeling?
Feeling really good. But to further that question, explain that question.
Yeah. So what do you think? I mean, like, obviously a lot of big close games last year, right? What do we think? What should Florida fans expect from the linebacker room, things like that, from you that we didn't maybe see this year?
A competitor. I'm really a competitor. I like finishing games. Like, we was in a lot of close games last year that we didn't get to be able to finish. And then we started kind of slow, but that's all going to change this year. We're going to jump on cats, not let them come back type of thing.
Sure.
So, yeah.
I speak to that the last year's first 4 games, I called it the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had Utah, you're coming into your house top rated, right? Then it was Kentucky.
Right.
After coming off a big win. It's a swing of emotions in that first 4 game. How did you guys manage that as the players, and how did Billy manage that? Because how I looked at it is you had a big high, then you were the kind of the alphas for the Kentucky game. Then it was USF, so it's like, how do we get hyped after we just kind of had 2 monster games? And then it's Tennessee. I mean, it was just a roller coaster. How was that?
Before the season and the off season, Coach told us it's gonna be adversity, whether we win, whether we lose, in game, out of game. So basically, after the Utah game, you feel like you're on top of the world. Now here can come Kentucky, you lose, and it's like, wow, it just happened. We just beat number, like, what it was at the
7,
time?
I think.
Number 7 Utah, we came and lost at home. So it's really kind of challenging because now you're thinking, like, are we the team who we thought we are? So that's when you really got to dig deep to find out, okay, who are we and what are we going to do for the rest of the season? Because one loss can't define you. But you can still go 12-1.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, and that's what I was talking about, right? Like, you come in, you have a massive high, then you have a massive low, and it's like, what the hell just happened? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's hard to sometimes see kind of you guys go through those emotions. Something else I haven't asked yet, and this is exciting. I was just thinking about it. We see Billy at the press conference, right? My man's straight as an arrow. He keeps it 100. We've seen bits and pieces of his fire, right? Is there more that he has that we don't see that you guys see? Can you tell me if you can't? I feel like I asked like a top secret question.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is kind of like top secret. I don't know if I can say this or not.
Look, if you can't say I can't answer that, I'll leave it be.
But nah, I'm going to let y'all find that out this season. I feel like you got a glimpse of Billy Napier after Utah when Brandon caught the pick and when AR scored. So, but yeah, he a character for real.
So that's actually, you know what I have? I have the soundbite.
How about them Gators?
That was after the Utah game, and I was like, let's go, baby. Like, I clipped it. I was fired up, baby. So, again, like, it had that extreme emotion. But we saw some spice from him, too. But he keeps it even keel, which I think, I mean, as a player, talk to me about that. You see this is another great question. With Colorado and what Coach Prime's doing, with the hype that he's bringing, right? We've got two massive swings of coaching styles, right? And I think there's pros to both. Obviously, what Billy's doing, you know, has an impression on you. Talk to me about that. Kind of like you see what Deion's doing, so it's very loud, it's very exciting, but Billy keeps it very cool. Does that speak to you more, obviously?
Me, it doesn't really bother me. Like, Deion's flashy, Coach Napier is kind of like, kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
But
how does that? So what does that do for you? Is that kind of like more your style? I mean, obviously you're here, so yeah. But tell me why that is. What do you like about it?
I'm just a quieter person in general.
Yeah, I can tell.
But I don't know. I'd rather have like the quiet.
It's the quiet ones you got to worry about,
That's
right?
exactly what I'm talking about.
Y'all scare the shit out of me, like, especially on the football field, because like all of a sudden, like you don't even hear you coming, and then you're on top of me. It's like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, but back to what you were saying earlier, like it's two different sides to recruit now. Either you feel me? Like I feel like Deion can be like a Lane Kiffin. You know how Lane Kiffin, they'll buy like all the flashy cars, make all the jokes on Twitter. I feel like Deion could be like the same way. But it's like two sides of recruiting. It's either like
you like it or you don't.
Yeah,
there's no right or wrong way to it.
Yeah,
that's like but it's interesting to see kind of like you see that, and like I as a fan, it's fun to watch. Yeah. But as a player, sometimes it's like I don't like all that. Like it's
some people just don't like that attention.
Yeah. That I don't want that. It's like Justin Herbert. It's like, get away from me. I don't want all of that. So you don't like all. So you're kind of low key, keep it kind of chill. You don't like to. Yeah. What do you do when you're not playing football then?
If I'm not playing football, I'm either doing schoolwork, playing the game.
What game you playing?
Madden.
Boys. So we are starting a thing called Madden Mondays, and I played DJ last night. I've been having this conversation with everybody. Apparently plays, so it looks like I'm gonna have to whoop y'all all on the sticks.
All I'm gonna say is, and I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm the best Madden player on the team.
Wow, those are fighting words. So now, okay, we have to play. We have to. I gotta play everybody, and then look. I think that doesn't fighting words now. They're gonna clip that. And the team's coming after you. So you're know for a fact you're the best one. Who do you use?
For a fact. It don't matter. But if like if we're playing like for real, I'm gonna go get my Packers.
Aaron Rodgers, huh?
My Packers or the Eagles. The Eagles are cheat code.
I used them last night. That's why I played DJ and I was able to keep my own. But I was like, yeah, these guys are a cheat code. They're not fair.
They got Darius Slay on one side with superstar. I think got an X factor now. And then James Bradbury. Jordan Davis.
Oh, you're definitely the best player.
Kaiser White. Like, I know the whole team.
Because he got an X factor now. Like, he knows what's going on.
And if you take it to the offensive side, Jalen Hurts got a superstar now. I think Quez Walker's got 98 speed.
And when you run with him, he's like a damn a human joystick. Yeah, literally. No, Holmes doesn't even run like that.
No.
He's nasty. I mean, do you mind while we're sitting here, too? We're going to give these away to a lucky winner. We're going to have them follow the Gator Collective because obviously this is great for you guys. If you mind signing it for us, but
I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you, man.
We need to do this more often. I kind of like the podcast, man.
Yeah, dude. Look, man. I'll get with Gator Jen. I'll let her know that you had a good time, man. We can even have you on at the house. You know what I mean? Like we'll do the game, right? We'll have you come on, just like this, and you can kind of answer on your phone, and then we'll just chit chat like this, and you're just playing the game. I think what I love about it too is like sometimes these are this is a little bit of work, right? And you're talking about football, and I think. With the game, we kind of get your personality out a little bit. You say you're quiet. Wait till you're down 10 in the fourth quarter. We'll see if you're quiet. Are you a smack talker? Usually you're.
Okay. So check me out. I might be quiet off the field, but as soon as I step on the field, it just switches. Like I love talking crap.
Really?
Like I swear. Like if I hit a quarterback, I'm in his ear. If I hit the running back, I'm in his ear. Receiver drop a ball, I'm in his ear.
Really?
I just like getting up under people's skin.
and again, it works for your personality because like
you wouldn't even see it coming.
You don't see it coming. Like I said, you hit somebody and you start running your mouth like, who the hell is that? I love hearing that. What are some things? I mean, if you can't tell me because it's top secret. What are some things you hit the running back or the wide receiver drops the ball? What are you saying? And again, like it's just the way your tone sometimes that hurts more than even what you're saying. So if we play Madden, you gonna give me that same kind of juice?
It's even worse on Madden.
Oh my goodness! I love this.
I swear. Like yesterday, I was playing Ultimate Team, right?
Okay.
And you know how you got to like play the season and go to the Super Bowl?
Sure.
I won all my games. Like, I went undefeated to Super Bowl, and I couldn't lose.
And you play online, right, with that?
Right.
So you're playing dogs that are that are with your style of play.
Yeah, like people who's just as good as you.
Yeah.
So the score is like 14-7. I'm down 7 with like 3 minutes left in the fourth. I go down the field, drop the ball, right? So I probably took off 2 minutes of clock. It's 1 minute and 15 seconds. He been running the same play all game, and I use it, and I run the route for the receiver, and my player drops the pick. And I threw my controller. I threw it. Because with Madden, if you drop a pick, it's game over. Because they're going to keep giving them stuff. And then next play, he bombed me with George Kittle, and now the game was over. So I was a little heated about that one last night.
He threw the controller. That's the energy that we need.
But I didn't break anything. I threw it at my pillow. I couldn't afford to buy a new controller.
I love it. This is incredible. Scooby, this has been a phenomenal interview, man. I really appreciate you coming on here. I will get with Jen about having you guys on. Because I think the Gators love to get to know you even more, right? And this is a nutshell of what you guys are able to do. But I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you
for coming
too.
on, and I'm glad that you had a good time.
I love it.
I really do. I think that these are fun. I'm spoiled. I get to talk to all of you, and I don't know how you guys always enjoy it. I know sometimes it can't. It's exhausting talking all the time, right? and hanging out. But I'm glad that you had fun, man. I really do. I appreciate you, man. Go Gators, boss.
Appreciate
Hey,
you.
tell them they can follow you as well too.
Bet.
Be good, man.
Cool. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Good, man. How are you? Oh, yeah, sure. No, go ahead, man. Tim Sheldon. Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah, absolutely. Just make sure you bring it back when you're done. Just make sure you bring it. Yeah.
But I couldn't with all those guys here.
They have 5.
And with a garage like that,
Oh, yeah.
I figured I need one of these.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, man. Is there another one on that table? Oh, Sharpie. One sign. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, welcome to the stream. Make sure you guys drop a like, show some love. I mean, this is incredible content. I think this has been an absolute blast. I see Trevor Etienne. Hopefully we can get Trevor here as well. Yeah. What's up, man? You're good. What's that?
I have a lot of followers on Instagram. I can kind of promote your children for free.
Okay, yeah. Are you going anywhere?
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Let's talk afterwards, all right?
After this?
After I go off, I'll come chit chat with you. Okay. What's your name? Mike. I'm Sheldon, man.
This is Sheldon. I know you're
Yeah, no, for sure, brother.
That's my Instagram. I have a lot of followers.
Okay, hell yeah.
I want to promote. I've always wanted to promote you, but I want to do it that way, like with your permission.
No, dude, I love it, man. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Go Gators, man. Yeah, man, thank you. No, you're good. Woo! Boys and girls, I'm taking a little bit of a breather here, okay? Hope you guys have been enjoying the content. I know that I have. Again, absolute, we've been spoiled, boys. We've been absolutely spoiled. Hopefully we can get Trevor Etienne. I'm looking at Ricky to go make some magic happen. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's see if we get to 100 likes. We need 6 likes to get to 100. Let's get us there, boys and girls. No reason why we can't hit 100 likes and keep the train moving. Who you? Legendary interviews. I couldn't agree more. I think they've been an absolute blast. And look at this. Look at this. Zoom in, Rick. This is going to be given away. Come on, dude. Look at that. Tell me that isn't just the coolest thing ever. I mean, damn near the whole team. We got to get Trevor, bro. It's all right. Thanks. Oh, Dave, you just gave me a like, Dave? Thanks, bro. I know. Hey, go get that pin back. Like, hey, he needs that. Like, he made it seem like, hey, can I use it real quick? Like, you took it like, yeah, he's like, he took it like, started walking around. I'm like, yo, like, no, like, that's not cool. Like, I'm obviously using it. Like, I get, that's fine. It's like, hey, if you're watching, bring my pin back. Cliff, how we're going to do the giveaway, it's going to be on Twitter. So I'm going to post the helmet, and then how you sign up for the giveaway is you're going to like, follow me and the Gator Collective and retweet it. And that's how you'll enter yourself into the drawing. It's pretty easy. I feel like it's going to be a big one, boys. It's going to be a big retweet there. What's his name? Yeah. Alan? All right, boys, we're just kind of waiting around, see who we can get next. I'm taking a little bit of a breather if you don't mind. Trevor's chilling out, talking with a fan right now, but hopefully we can get him on the show. And then, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Doing a giveaway, boys. Let's see here. Who win here?
8, 7, 0, 6,
oh.
3, 7. 8, 7, 0, 6, 3, 7. Going once. Twice.
Hey, need that pin. Tackle.
8, 7, 0, 6, 3, 7. 8, 7, 0, 5, 9, 6. Hey, winner, chicken dinner.
Tackle that man for that pin.
Autograph mini helmet from Anthony Richardson.
Watch me win it.
8, 7, 0, 6, 1, 6.
What's up, Trevor? What's up? How you doing, man? Good. Welcome to the show, my man. My name is Shelton. Everyone knows who you are. I want you to know. I want to kind of clear the air really quick. I don't know if you know what your last name translates to in French. Do you know?
Is it Steven?
No, it translates to eating because you always eating, baby. Bro, so last year when you went off in the Utah game, I was on a little bit of a rager. I was spiced up. I was like, ETN translates to eating, baby. So now we always get fired up, man. I'm pumped to talk to you, man. I think Gator Nation's excited to see what you can do. We already see what your brother does, man. That's a really cool relationship, man. Talk to me kind of about that, the brotherly love, obviously being at Jacksonville. Hey, you guys always tweeting about one another when you're watching each other. How is that, man, getting to watch your brother play in the NFL?
I mean, it's crazy. It's a great feeling to have, like, honestly blessed. you know, to have someone in that position
Sure.
ahead of me, showing me the way, you know, just being that positive light in my life.
Sure.
You know, just kind of help me stay on path and, like, being someone that I can reach out to if I need anything. Because he's been through this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Same thing.
Same position, like pretty much same exact thing.
Yes, exactly the same thing. I think, I mean, that's huge that you're able to have someone like that. I think it's great for you. It's great for him too, man. I think having somebody that kind of, you're pushing him. Right. You're pushing each other. You're chasing him, and he's making, you ain't catching me.
Yeah.
Okay, look, fun question. I mean, who's the better running back?
I'll say him because he's more experienced.
Okay.
But only time will tell.
Okay, so you're coming.
I'm coming.
All right, I love it. I love it, man. Tell me, man, how are we looking forward to this season, man? I don't know if you've noticed, but you got some big boys in front of you, man.
Yeah, I was just talking to Big Austin.
Austin, yeah.
And then over there. Yeah, we have a great O-line.
Great O-line, right?
Great.
Great. So tell me, you obviously you're there every day. We had some great O-linemen last year.
Oh yeah.
Few left, few went to the draft portal, whatever. But Billy, call him Billy Ballsack. Billy Ballsack didn't hold anything back. He went out and did some work, right?
Definitely.
How are we? Look, obviously you're gonna. I mean, I'm not no ill will, but how are we looking for next season with these guys? Are we just as excited for that line?
Well, definitely. We should be very excited, if not more.
Really?
Now I'll say the team is more like bought in, more focused than ever.
Really?
Like that's something just I've observed, like and realized myself. And everyone is working. Everyone's pushing each other.
Okay.
So it's like no room for error.
Sure. What do you think changed from last year? I mean, obviously some guys moved on and left, and you got kind of the new faces coming in. But what is the more excitement for this year than last?
Our mindset and our focus. I feel after reflecting on last season and seeing what we could have done, now we know what we need to do.
Okay.
So we don't lose 30-3 anymore. We don't want to do that anymore.
That. So listen, I haven't talked with anybody about that game because that sucked. But you brought it up, right? How was the feeling in the locker room after that? Like, what was everyone's head at? How did we bounce back? How long did it take to bounce back after that?
I mean, honestly, it's still bouncing back. You know, we're never going to be right till first game, and we come with that victory. But you could tell, like, everyone didn't want to feel that feeling anymore, and everyone came in laser focused, ready to put in more work.
I love hearing that. Would you? I mean, obviously, Gator fans, we feel we have the best running back duo out there right now. I mean, it is a massive 1-2 punch, and then Treyon's coming in, right? And then we've got I can't remember his name. Cam coming in from Tulane, right?
Yeah.
I mean, hell of a room, man. Hell of a room. Tell me about that.
The competition is crazy.
Right?
It's crazy. We're pushing each other every day.
I love that.
And we actually have a brotherhood between each other. Even though we just met each other,
sure,
we're bonding, spending time together. So it's been great, honestly.
And so people think okay, yes, you are competing with one another, right? And A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones in Green Bay, right? A two-headed monster. People think are you trying to fight for love? It's like, no, we're brothers. Like,
right.
It's a good competition. Like we can both eat. There's enough pie for everybody.
Right. As a running back, you don't want to play the whole game.
Sure.
You don't want to play all 4 quarters every snap.
Because eventually you're not gonna be able to perform at your peak, and then you're gonna get crap for that as well too.
And it's nice to have fresh legs coming off. 4th quarter, everyone's tired, and you have a fresh back to put in the game.
It's massive.
He's running like crazy.
That's massive.
That's hard to stop.
I love it, man. I love. So the best part about watching Gator games and you play is your brother. His tweet game nasty. Give it to 7, baby. We're yelling, give it to 7, baby.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I love how. So, man, tell me, first year in the swamp, man. How was the energy in the swamp for you?
Nah, it was crazy. I've really never been. I don't think Clemson was.
I was gonna say because you went to Clemson went, but you've been to the game. So compare the two. How are they different? And obviously, you gotta be a little biased because you play here now, right? But
I'll put it like this. The SEC fan base and like the ACC fans, 2 different things. Like here in the swamp, it's crazy. There's no place like it.
I'll translate, okay? Because obviously French is eating. What it meant to say is the ACC ain't shit.
No.
I'm just kidding. I know you can't say that, guys. That's where your brother came from. Where was the coolest place that you played, or the loudest and craziest place you played last year for your first time outside the swamp, obviously?
That Florida State game was crazy.
Really?
It was crazy.
Over Texas A&M. I mean, Texas A&M, you kind of blow them out, so that game kind of died down pretty quickly.
And it was like the middle of the day, so
okay.
A lot of people wasn't there.
That FSU game was at night.
Yeah.
That's right. It was Buck Wild. And then, look, it was big because FSU finally felt like they had a chance, and they've kind of been a little brother to Florida for a while. And Florida, that game's always going to be crazy. So bigger than Florida, Georgia, too, really.
Yeah.
Really?
Tennessee was another crazy game.
Oh, yeah, Tennessee's wild, man.
It was wild.
Yeah,
was wild.
it gets bug nasty out there in Knoxville. That stadium, if I were to ever go somewhere, I would want to go. I think it's a beautiful place. Was it beautiful?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, so outside of the stadium, what was the coolest place that you went to?
Outside of the stadium?
Just kind of like visiting wise.
Visiting like in Knoxville?
No, like what city that you went to was probably the coolest
city?
or just that you enjoyed going to outside of playing football?
I went to Santa Clara.
Okay.
But it was because of football, but like we went tour everything in Cali.
Okay.
That was nice. That was a pretty nice
Really
place.
pretty. Good stuff, man. What are we, what's, when we're not playing football, right? And we're not tweeting, right? what are we doing, man?
I enjoy off-road. Like we have a bunch of dirt bikes and four-wheelers.
Really?
So me and my brother like to get out and ride sometimes.
Where do you guys ride at?
We found a place in Jacksonville.
Okay.
But they told us we couldn't ride there anymore, so we haven't been riding lately.
So you gotta
we gotta find a new place. Yeah.
You gotta find somewhere.
Yeah.
This is not Gator related, it's more your brother related. But how are we feeling about the Jags next season? We're local. I'm a local Jags boy, so.
I'm all in. I'm all in for the Jags.
It was always the Jags, right?
Always the Jags. It was always the Jags.
I love it, dude. The dynamic for you two is it's so fun to watch. It's really cool, man. Like I said, I am beyond stoked to see you play. What are some things that you're looking for yourself personally? Some personal goals that you're ready to rock and roll with in this coming season?
Honestly, my personal goal, biggest one for me, is being the best teammate I can be, being the best person I can be to help this team become a championship caliber team. And that's really my main goal. Like the personal stats, individual success comes with team success. So long as the team is successful, I'll be successful.
Sure. I love hearing that. Who on the offensive side has kind of taken the lead for the leadership? I'd imagine Anthony was probably that guy, but obviously with him leaving, it's open kind of anybody's game right now. Who's stepping up?
It's crazy now that you say that. Everyone is stepping up.
Really?
From the new guys to the vets, everyone. But Kingsley, center,
yeah.
He stepped up a lot.
Really?
He's been more vocal, but everyone is being vocal now. You can tell everyone's bought in.
And I think so. I've heard a lot of that, right? Everyone. So last year, I think it was more individuals were leaders because it was a transition season, right? Billy's coming in. You've got new recruits coming in. You've got the mesh of Mullins guys that were there before that. So they kind of have hey, this is what we do here. So now you've kind of had to kind of figure out how to exist. Now all that's kind of died down. It's the new cultures has arrived, and it's not just one guy. It's everybody's bought in.
Everybody.
And honestly, I know the motto for the offensive line is 1 equals 5. Right. One guy equals every. We can't do, or 5 equals 1. It's weird math, I don't think either of them really equals one another, but yes, 5 equals 1. So if we're all together, we make one unison.
And that's strong. Like that stands for the team also.
Okay.
We all stronger together. Like no matter what we go through, whatever we face,
sure,
we'll be stronger at it together.
I love it. Outside of yourself, who should Gator fans be excited to watch next season?
I say Trayon Weld and Cam.
Really?
The 2 new backs, they should definitely.
And Trayon's there right now, right?
Yeah.
He got there. He's there early. So you already been seeing him work.
Yeah.
Is he putting it in?
He's smart. That's the guy's smart.
Really?
He's putting the work in. Definitely putting the work
in.
in.
So smart in the sense of just kind of breaking down defenses and where to go and understanding the game.
Yeah, and like his development, like he understands and he's able to retain information.
Okay, and just apply it. And when you have that, you can grow very quickly.
Yeah.
That's really cool to hear, especially coming from yourself as well, too, man. I love hearing that, man. And obviously Montreal coming in, he's somebody that played under Billy, been able to learn a lot from him, I'd imagine, being able to, kind of ran. I feel like you started as a third string last year and then kind of really came in, exploded and made it your own. We were calling for 7 for a lot.
I didn't expect to play that much. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
Against Utah, when he called my name in the first quarter, I was like, it's crazy. I thought I was gonna get it in the end of the game, come finish it out, close it out. And then when I fumbled, I thought I was gonna never play again.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure you fumbled that game, right? Yeah. And I was gonna ask, so what happened mentally after that? Like how'd the stomach feel during that?
You just gotta flush it. Like it's all happening in the moment. You don't even have time to really reflect on it and think about it. You just have to get up and get ready for the next play. My biggest focus is to get the ball back and get the signal.
It was a big drive, right? Like we were up, I think, at that point. We could have made an extra lead. We were in red zone, right? Or pretty close to it.
Pretty close, yeah.
I can't remember exactly. Did a helmet hit your ball? Is that what happened?
He hit my arm.
That's right. Helmet your arm, yeah. Because I kind of brushed it off. I was like, that wasn't really a bad fumble in my opinion. Like, you're taught to hang on the ball, but you get hit.
That was a good play by the defender.
You get the dead arm. Like, what are you going to do? I remember that. Okay, yes, I do remember that. I love that. You got to just, like you said, got to flush it out and move on. Yeah. But there is scary where, the coaches, they may just say, all right, you're out. You're done. The light was on, and in a sense, you drop the ball.
Yeah.
Literally. But I think a great coach understands that like those things are going to happen, and the only way that you get through it is get right back out there.
All right, like they gave me the ball next play.
Next play.
Yeah.
I remember that. And I was like, you have to forget about it. You have memory of a goldfish. You can't remember it. And I think you ran like a beast after that.
Yeah, had to.
Yeah, you were pissed. So I keep asking too, who, all of you guys, just phenomenal energy, very bubbly, loving, great guys, right? And I think that speaks to the culture of what the team is. But I know you're a dog on the field. But right now you're having a good time. When does the switch turn on for you when you get onto that football field?
It's throughout the week, honestly. How you prepare is how you really.
So you turned it on pretty early then. So come Monday, we're not playing games no more.
Right. When from 2 to 8, when I'm at the facility, we locked in, laser focused.
Really? Now I know some guys still joke around. That's kind of their personality, right? Who are guys that are even during that time when you're locked in? Does that annoy you, or you kind of understand like that's their clique?
Not really, because not everyone is like. Everyone is not like mad game face. That's not how they prepare. That's not how they get ready. Maybe he want to listen to music, jam out, clown around with friends.
Yeah.
That's how he gets ready.
Stays relaxed.
Yeah. So it's whatever goes, like whatever helps you be at your best.
And everyone understands, like you kind of just function like that. Okay. What's the song that we're jamming out to game day? Like, hey, I'm coming to eat. Eating.
My go-to is Dreams and Nightmares by Miguel.
Okay.
But funny story, I was listening to my music in the locker room, and Kyle Ingle, he picked up my headphones, and I was listening to country music. I was listening to Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No way you're listening to this right now."
Hey, what about Zach Bryan?
Oh, I love him.
Zach Bryan, bro, Godspeed West. Yeah. I'm trying to get tickets. He's got a concert coming up Monday. I don't know if you know, but he's got a concert. Their tickets release. So I've
actually never been to a concert. Like
not a concert at all?
At all.
So I never really was big about concerts, but I mean, dude, being able to go listen to the person that you love live, and they always put a different spin on it, and it just, they're singing it because they have that feeling. It's incredible. You got to go.
I have to.
You got to figure. Look, if I get an extra Zach Bryan ticket, I'll give you a hope.
Right.
We'll get you. Hey, man, we're doing a giveaway, man. I don't know if you don't mind. Did you get it? Oh, cool. Mind signing these? We're giving them away to whichever one we want to do first. I really appreciate you, man, coming on here and chit-chatting with us. I know the fans are excited to hear from you. Rob wants to know, while you're signing that, who on defense impresses you the most right now?
Right now? Like, of the new guys?
Yeah, new guys.
Cam Jackson.
Really? Transfer from Memphis, right?
Yeah.
D lineman. We had him on. Awesome personality.
Yeah. His personality, like, he's a positive light. When he walks in the room, everyone's going to know.
Really?
He's going to leave his mark on everyone.
Really?
Yeah. Great person to be around.
I love hearing that. So I interviewed him again. I only speak to him. I didn't meet him in person. It was over the phone. But I felt the same way. But it's a quick 10, 15-minute interview. Hearing that from another person is really cool. And again, even when I after the interview, I even was talking to on the podcast, and I just kept saying, I was like, man, every guy that I talk to is just they leave a mark. Yeah. Even yourself, like it's a blast talking to you guys. Like it's so much fun. Getting to know the players is just it's great. It's phenomenal. And hearing you talk about your brothers like that too is really cool. Trevor, make sure you let your brother know what his last name translates to.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next season, if he's ever feeling down on himself, just know that his name translates to E.
Yes, sir.
All right, so hopefully we can get that rolling into next season. I'm excited to see you play, man. Give us a go Gators, and I'll let you go, man. So you go say hey to everybody.
Go Gators.
All right, man. Appreciate it, big guy.
All right.
Nice skin, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, boys, what a show. John Wilcox, my bro, where the hell have you been, bro? Huh? I'm upset with you. I'm upset. Just letting you know how I feel about it, okay? You haven't been on a show in a while, and I thought you broke up with us. Not gonna say that I'm mad. Disappointed. That's all. That's all I'm gonna leave it on, okay, John? You got a lot of making up to do. Okay? A lot of making up to do. Feta, what's up? Let's go. How about it, huh, boys? What a show. What a show. Trevor's over here taking photos. I got Pretty Ricky taking photos of me. Kamari's here. I would like to get Kamari Wilson on. Love Kamari's energy. Know he's got a YouTube channel from IMG. I know Micah's here as well. Our O lineman transfer is hanging out. Love High Top. You guys have a great way of interviewing these guys. Love Etienne. He's a dog. He is a dog. Bring Mertz on. Mertz isn't here, I don't believe. I think old Graham's here. That Ben Chase? That's the man right there, boys. Get this goat on here. Benny. John said, that's me tweeting you about Kirby Smart and then a live chat. I'm still around. All right, John. That's me tweeting you about Kirby smarter than a life chat. What do you mean, John? What's your Twitter name? Muscle Mascara. Hi, how are you? I'm having I'm having more than a great time. I can't even use what word I could use to say the time that I'm having. My vocabulary isn't big enough to find a word other than great. Kendrick. There he is. Pleasure to meet you, my man.
Are you live right now?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
I can say hi real quick. I can't do anything.
Yeah, you're good. Dude, look at this guy, dude.
Look at this guy.
Look at the fit right
look
here.
Look at the setup you got.
What is this? This is incredible.
This is a one-of-one.
Did you make this?
I got it from Dave's Freshly Used.
Yes.
Reseller. Yeah, and then I got this today from Alma Mater, so all the shout-outs. Dude, I did not know your setup was this legit.
Come on,
just
man.
having a water coming through.
No beer this time?
Just water.
Well, so we don't want this. This Ben Chase is boring.
Buttoned up Ben.
Buttoned up man now. He's a businessman now. We got Gator Dave right there.
Oh,
Chris Sorley.
Okay.
You know Sorley?
Yeah. I'm just saying hi. I finally got paid, so I got to go get a haircut before this game. I'm looking scrubby over here.
You got to freshen up, man.
I know. I got to clean up.
You're rested now, right after a long adventure.
I'm actually more tired now than I was in my original.
Because you don't have the energy. You don't have the adrenaline pumping, right?
I'm on all day, I was there, but I work, and then I go to the games, and I work. I literally was working today. I went to Alma Mater to do work.
Oh, jeez.
So,
but it's fun. Good work. It's fun. It's fun work. It's fun. You're doing good things, man.
Yeah.
I know we're excited to have you on the team.
Are you going to the game?
I am not. I'm going to head back.
Why not?
I'm going to head back.
I know you got kids up.
I got a kid at home. I wanted to. So we were going to bring the kid and go to the game and everything. And I was like, that's a long day for everybody. So
if you ever want to go to a game, let me know.
Yeah, for sure.
Say hi.
Appreciate you dropping by and saying hi. I know the fans would love to see you.
Always.
Yes, sir. Go Gators. Yeah, buddy. Thank you, man. Not too shabby.
Check out this merch real quick.
The plug, baby. I love it. See you, man. Good seeing you. Boys, over 200 in the chat and not 200 likes. I don't even know what we're doing. We are humming, boys. If you just shot by, we are giving away this signed helmet. I mean, who signed it? Everybody. Can we get a zoom in, Rick? Camera guy, lock it in, big guy. Trevor Etienne's on here. Ricky Pearsall's on here. Scooby Williams is on here. Okay? That's pretty Ricky. Big Dez is on here. Okay? I mean, who isn't on here? Austin Barber's on here. Keenan Landry's on here. We got a squad, boys. We're giving it away. All you got to do is follow us on Twitter and retweet this once I post it. Best day ever, boys. It's freaking Christmas. We need to get Kamari Wilson, okay? You best believe it. Let me see if I can get Kamari, guys. All right, you sent me a tweet. All right, thanks, Sean. Kamari Wilson, my man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Welcome. Is this your merch, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got to make sure we plug, man. It's fresh.
Limelight.
Yes, you can hear me. My name's Shelton, man, by the way. Not that it matters. You ain't got to remember that. We've got over 150 Gators in here right now watching us live. I know they're excited to see you, man. Welcome to the show. How you feeling, man? How is this so far for you?
I'm feeling good, man. It's fun. I'm living my dream, my childhood dream.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Absolutely. So you went to IMG. Now, I don't look, real quick. My little brother played at IMG. I think he played with you, Cole Walker.
Oh yeah, I knew Cole.
Yeah, that's my little brother.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's QB1, baby. He's coming. That's QB1. I love it, man. I love that you remember that, man, as well. So how was something I always speak to IMG, right, is that it gets you ready for college very early, because I don't know if people know about it, but it's football, eat, sleep, and drink football all the time. How has that been able to prepare you for Florida? And again, I think, you had, but outside of Trey Dean, you had a lot of time as a freshman, and I think IMG and preparing you was able to get you there. Would you agree?
most definitely. Going to IMG, it was definitely a blessing. It definitely got me ready for college. Just being able to work out 6 o'clock in the morning, then go hit the field at 7 every morning. And you had to be consistent or you couldn't make it. And you going against the best players in the country and getting coached by the best coaches in the country. And it's just like college, everything we do down there. And it definitely developed my mindset as just a young man.
Sure.
Just knowing that you can have fun later. It's a grind time right now. You got your family depending on you. So IMG definitely built my character and built me as an athlete and prepared me for college.
I love hearing that, man. I think that's great to hear. Real quick, his name is Dig Bick, just so you know. But he says just cop some Kamari merch.
Yes, sir.
So I love that, man. That's good stuff. I love that we're able to show. I think it's sick. I'm scooping some up. When you posted it originally, I was like, hell yeah.
Wingo, man.
We got Wingo here. Like, scooting on him. Prime time showed up. I love it, man. Tell me, what are we looking forward to next season, man? What is, for Gator Nation, been asking everybody that, but everyone has a different perspective of this season. How are we feeling, man? What are we looking forward to, man?
It's looking good. Defense looking crazy. It's going to be violent. You're going to see DBU again.
DBU again.
That's all I'm going to say. You're going to see DBU again. I ain't going to really speak on it. We're going to show it. We're going to show it. We're going to show it to the world. And we got some big D linemen in the front, too.
Bro, hey. Some big D linemen. Some big dogs, man. Oh, except Big Des. He's tiny. So I've seen some clips and been hearing your name a lot as a guy stepping up to be a veteran and speaking up in the room. Talk about that, man. Like, kind of what inspires you to be that? Did you see, like, hey, with all the vets leaving, I'm the guy now?
Coming here, I kind of always been a leader.
Okay.
It's a God gifted truth. It's like a God gift because, like, I just got to, like, just coming out there and just motivating my guys and telling them things I would tell myself and hold them at a higher standard because I know that I would want them to hold me at a higher standard. And that's how you be successful. And we just pour into everybody to be a leader. Kind of Napier and the guys he recruit as well, and the guys that he coach on his team, he want everybody to be a leader. And it's kind of showing this year, so it's just not me stepping up, it's everybody stepping up.
Sure, and I don't know if you know this, you probably do, but you broke a pretty big curse for us. You're the IMG curse breaker. And I think that was huge for Billy to come in and make that happen. Tell me about that recruiting process for you, being the guy that broke the curse, because now it feels like it's a funnel. We got Najee coming in, we got some boys coming in, Will Norman as well. Like, it feels good to finally break that, because, again, IMG does a great job. Tell me about that.
The recruitment part was crazy. Florida didn't have a head coach at that time. I knew I was going to Georgia. I wasn't really talking to any coaches, but when they told me.
So you're going to Georgia?
Yeah, I was. I was committed. I was going to Georgia. And then they came in, and it just was crazy because, like, I wasn't really trying to talk to any coaches, but they told me Florida was coming, and my dude, Jamar Chaney, told me that these are legit guys. You should consider them, and we just got to talking, and I was supposed to go to official at LSU, but we got to talking, and I just changed my official just to go to Florida that last weekend, and the plan he had placed for me in that short amount of time, like, was crazy. He had a whole plan, the whole program, the foundation for me to come in, and I trusted his plan, and he's just a genuine dude, and it really got me. And I was like, I've always been a Gator fan. It's been a dream of mine to play at the University of Florida. Every time I step on that field, it's like a dream come true. And Florida was my first offer. So I was in love from the start. And him just coming in and showing me that I got a coach that can take me to the next level and win the championship, it was just a no-brainer. And I really made that decision at the table. I said, I'm going to Florida. I told my mama.
Really?
I prayed about it, and I kept praying. I said, I'm going to Florida.
That is an incredible story to hear, man. I loved hearing that. And again, him breaking out the plan. I spoke with DJ, and he said the same thing. It's like, look, he showed me the blueprint of what he had in store for me. And obviously now you're going into year 2. How has that blueprint played out? Is it everything that he said it was going to be, if not more?
It's even more.
Really?
It's even more. He's doing, and it's the little things, and he's highly on the little things, because the little things going to win you that game. And we just been working on that all offseason, the little things. Because you've seen the season, we just came up short. We could have a winning season, we just came up a little short. So we really focus on the little things and discipline. And that right there, like, just doing the little things every day add up. And just for me, like, it's bigger than what I thought I was going to be. Like, his plan, and it's just getting better.
Yeah,
and I just got to keep working.
I love that. So, I mean, you came in and were a guy, to be reckoned with early on. Was that part of the plan, or was that faster than what you anticipated as well?
I mean, not to be cocky.
No, go ahead.
It wasn't like I have high aspirations for myself. I have high goals for myself. Yeah. And I set myself at a high standard as well.
So there was a plan, and you I'm gonna go after it even more.
I'm gonna go after it even more.
I love that. No, look, that's not cocky. You have to believe in yourself before anybody else. So that's not a negative thing. I think we get caught up with, being cocky is negative. Like, no, you have confidence in yourself that I am good enough to be here, and I'm going to show you. Not just talk about it, I'm going to do it, and you did do it. I love that, man. I love hearing that. If you don't mind, man, we're doing a giveaway to the fans that are watching, and make sure you guys follow sign this for us. I appreciate you, man. But, hey, I really appreciate you coming on here. When you're not playing football, man, and making YouTube videos, because that was obviously my first, I was able to watch. I think that was cool to kind of get some insight while you were doing your recruit before you came to Florida. What's Kamari doing, man? What's on your free time?
Free time. Okay, on my free time, I like to eat. I'm not gonna lie. So I
You're a foodie?
I'm a foodie.
There you go.
I'm gonna get something to eat.
What's our favorite meal? What are we eating then?
Favorite meal?
What's our cheat meal?
Our cheat meal, quality clucks. Here in Gainesville.
Quality clucks? What is that?
It's like a little
food truck?
Yeah, he delivers, all that. It's great. It's great.
That's your guilty pleasure then.
Go to. And this tender place over there.
Tender place?
It's a chicken tender place right over around the corner.
So local places then.
Local places.
So just good homegrown cooking then.
Good cooking.
I love it. So that's it. We're just eating. That's it.
We eating.
Hanging out.
Netflix.
Netflix. What's our favorite show right now? What are we watching? Top 3 shows. Give it to me. Maybe I've seen one of them. We can chit chat about.
I've been in the Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
That's a good one.
So I always claim that. Hold on. I gotta speak. That Breaking Bad, from start to finish, it's right there. It's a top 3 show of all time. And so you're in the middle of it. Would you say that it is?
It is.
It's a phenomenal show.
It's crazy. Like, it's just crazy.
If you look it up, because I argue with my buddy all the time, because we argue about Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, which one's the best. Breaking Bad, again, for me, start to finish, best show of all time. It could become one of the best finishes.
I'm close to the end. I'm on the 5th season.
So you haven't seen it at all. This is your first time going through with it then?
First time going through.
Okay.
I'm on my 5th season. I just started watching it like 2 weeks ago.
You've been cranking it out.
And I've just been watching it little piece by little piece.
I love it. And so outside of Breaking Bad, what else are we watching?
Breaking Bad. I'll be watching a lot of NFL.
Who you got in the Super Bowl this Sunday?
Oh, I got the Eagles.
I feel like that's been the consensus here. Is everyone's going for the Eagles? I'm going for the Eagles as well too.
Chauncey gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Hey, real quick before I let you go, man, I appreciate you again. Plug your social media so they can know where to get the merch as well. But tell me, what's your pump-up song before the game? What are we listening to?
Okay, I listen to Meek Mill.
Meek Mill? I think Trevor said Meek Mill as well too.
I listen to Meek Mill. Heaven to Hell. Or I listen to I'm a Boss. It just get me there every time.
Get you turned up, ready to rock and roll.
Ready to go.
Well, Kamari, man, absolute pleasure. Let them know where to follow you and where they get your merch at from.
Follow me at Kamari_24 merch. It's in my bio. Copy of fresh. Kamari Wilson shirt or jacket.
Yes, sir. DBU. Everyone's excited about you saying DBU, man.
DBU.
There it is, baby. Thanks again, man. I appreciate you. Be good. Go Gators, baby.
Go Gators.
Boys and girls, Guess mic needs to be turned up. Sorry, guys. Kamari was a little bit quieter than the rest of them. The next one I'll pay attention. I don't know if anybody else is here, though, either. I don't think I see too many more. I know it's actually about that time that they're going to start heading over to the basketball game. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, there you have it. 2-hour streams. I'm going to shut it down. Best show thus far. Go Gators. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Appreciate the love. Go follow us on Twitter, Instagram. You guys, the links are down there below. Love you guys for hanging out with me for 2.5 hours, give or take. Shout out to the Gator Collective. Shout them out. Go show them some support. You see what it's doing for these kids, for the program. Okay? For us, the fans. It's massive, boys. Love you guys as always. Go Gators. We'll see you guys at Mondays. We'll see you guys on Monday. What's up, big man?
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you.